are stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky.
Go down! Ah, he's here!
Yes! Oh my god!
My people, welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It has been a while, hasn't it? So much has happened. We've got a lot to talk about, but I'm glad to have all of you guys here with me. What is up, guys? Please let me know how my mic is sounding. I got a new thing. I actually got two of them so I can show you. I got a cloud lifter. You plug in the microphone on either side, like two XLR mics, and it makes your sound better. But it's different. So tell me, just tell me if it ends up being bad or quiet or loud or too ASMR for you. You can let me know, and I'll fix it. So guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm happy to have all of you here. Jeez, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Been a long time. You guys know the announcement has gone out. I told you to keep a lookout for it over on the YouTube channel. Guys, this is our third to last stream on Twitch. We're gonna keep streaming after this, but no longer on this platform. You guys, if you don't know about it, there's a whole video on my YouTube channel I posted on Saturday talking about it. And we'll talk a little bit more about it tonight, now that it's just, you know, you guys and me, and we don't have to worry about the YouTube frogs listening in. But guys, welcome. It's awesome to see so many of you guys here and excited for personally what is one of my favorite streams. This is the third time we're doing this. And like the last two times we did this, I freaking died of laughter. It was the best thing I've ever done. It is PowerPoint night, and I'm so excited to get back into it. It's gonna be fantastic. But guys, let's talk for a little bit, all right? So, in case you missed the announcement, I am gonna start streaming on YouTube. And now, if you want like a full breakdown from like a business perspective as to why I'm doing it, I like touched on it in that video a little bit, but I'm gonna show you guys the video that I think sums it up really, really well. And this is just for people who are interested. We won't talk too long about it, but there's a fantastic YouTuber named Devin Nash right here. He's a really, really smart guy in the business side of things, and he talks a lot about the business side of running a Twitch live stream. This video right here, the future of live streaming, that he posted on September 2nd, is like 45 minutes long for those that care. It's fantastic, and this really, really sums up exactly why I'm going to be planning on making that switch to YouTube. So that video kind of just like pushed me over the edge. So I thought for a long time that YouTube was the future, and the only reason that I was like, you know what, I was thinking back and forth. I was even thinking like, man, as someone who has a big following on YouTube, like, should I be making the switch now? Should I be making it later? Like, when's it gonna come? I was always convinced that it was going to be a switch that I was going to make, but it was just like, I'm still not convinced that YouTube is the better place for me at this time. And you know, I'm also still not convinced that YouTube like really cares a lot about live streaming in general. Well, that video, along with Tim the Tapman leaving Twitch, honestly, I never watched Tim. I watched him like on YouTube years ago, but him leaving Twitch and just like, yeah, I am now at this point entirely convinced that that YouTube does care about live streaming, and they do care about, you know, going up against Twitch in that way. So guys, save your feathers, all right? Because I'm gonna tell you a little bit. Monster Icon with a 5,000 flex and 1,000, as well as Trashsicle. I promise your feathers will still have some value, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So save them for Thursday's stream. But yeah, I'm convinced at this point that YouTube is the best choice for me. I talked all about it in the video. If you guys have like particular questions, like at me in the chat right now and ask them, because then I will, I'll be able to get to your more specific questions. Let me talk about the parts that were hard to move to, because there's a lot of like really cool upsides and a lot of cool benefits that YouTube has that Twitch doesn't. But there's a couple of things that I am like really sad and I'm going to miss about Twitch. So I want to talk about those real quick. I don't want you guys to think that I don't care about you, or that like I didn't think about you guys during this decision. This is just strictly like it is the decision that makes more sense for me. So I am really going to miss like having like well here's like the least important thing, I guess. Like the feathers and the channel points, like they're
Liquid
a ton of
asset.
fun. I don't really have a ton of great channel point rewards right now. I haven't been able to like find a good balance of things that are fun for you guys, but also like I won't miss and then make you
Liquid
guys feel
asset.
bad that I didn't do your channel point reward. But people that have accumulated those for like a super long time, like those will just be gone. But to remedy that, on Thursday's stream,
Liquid
it's gonna be our
asset.
final stream on Twitch. And I am going to have a segment of that stream be the Feather Frenzy. And it is going to be a bunch of different channel point rewards that I come
Liquid
up with. It's
asset.
going to give you guys a reason to spend those feathers that you've been saving up for so long. We're going to have big rewards. We'll have little ones. It'll be a blast from the past with some rewards like make Zach do push-ups and all sorts of stuff. So your feathers will still have some value. Feel free to flex if you want to, like Molly and Doggy do here. But yeah, so that's part of Thursday's stream. Thursday's entire stream, by the way, is just going to be dedicated to hanging out with you guys and having a fun final stream on Twitch. We're going to play Club Penguin, a little blast from the past. I did that for my 200 and 300 followers special, I think. It might have been 300 and 400 followers. And then I grew faster than I missed the 500 and 600 and 700 and 800 through 10,000 follower specials. So we're going to play Club Penguin. We're going to do the Feather Frenzy and just like a bunch of other fun stuff that involves the community. So we got that on Thursday. Yeah, so that's one of the things. The other thing I'm really going to miss about Twitch that just we won't be able to get going over to YouTube, I really like how the people who have been here for a really long time and have been subbed for a long time or followed for a long time, I like how they have that recognition. You know, like I like how people have little founder things next to their name if they were there, like when I was averaging 10 viewers. I like if you've been here for, you know, 4, 5, 6 months, you have a little thing next to your name that shows that. And now it'll kind of be like a fresh slate on YouTube. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I intend on streaming and making content for a very long time after this, and so I still think in the grand scheme of things, you guys will be considered the earlier people. But there's definitely a difference between someone who has just found me kind of recently, which is still earlier in my journey, versus like some of those people that have been there from like when I was streaming to like 5 people. Like I feel sad that those people won't get that recognition, but it's okay. I think well, YouTube will start its own sort of thing with the streaks, and you guys will also get to, you know, you've probably been in the Discord or have been here, and yeah, like I think there's still some cool evidence of that. So and you guys will be in like all the videos and everything, obviously, if you've been typing during the streams. So yeah, that I'll really miss as well. I'm sorry if someone, I said ask me a question. You can at me if you do. I didn't like see anyone ask me anything though, but just spam your question if I miss it. Yeah, so that's another thing that I'm gonna miss about Twitch. I'll miss like raids. I think raids are kind of fun, but I think YouTube will have their own version of it. But you know, raiding people like Habu or just other people on Twitch kind of stinks. But there's a lot of upsides to YouTube. Seriously, like there's a huge audience of people that you really don't recognize this. I don't know how many of you guys have been on Twitch for an extended period of time. I'm sure there's some people here who like just got Twitch recently. There's actually a lot of people that say like, I got Twitch just so I could watch your stream, you know? But I think you guys, and myself included up until very recently, as someone who's been on Twitch since like 2013, 2014, like I totally forgot. There's a whole group of people that just would watch a live stream and just do not care to learn Twitch. Like Twitch is a very unique and niche platform that's kind of difficult to get into. People don't know what's going on with different emotes. They don't know how to do stuff. They don't know how to type. Like they don't know what the culture is, and it kind of scares people off, you know? There are so many people that are like, oh yes, awesome, YouTube, I'm familiar with this platform, can't wait to watch live streams over there. And it's like, YouTube is like the new play. Like I don't know how YouTube works, right? But it's, you kind of forget about that. YouTube is just like an insanely large website. Like how many times bigger in terms of number of people on the website do you think YouTube is than Twitch, right? Go ahead, put some numbers in the chat. So if you think it's twice as big, type 2, whatever. Like how many times bigger do you think YouTube is than Twitch in terms of users? I want to know what you guys think. 12 times, says Captain Chiefo. What else do you guys think? I asked M's brother, and M's brother said 20 times. Llama says 100. Alchemy says 100. 139. 30. Yeah, 20 times bigger. 30 times. Exactly, right? 200. It's 200 times. Sorry, a little bit overkill. Trashsicle, quite a bit over right there. It's 200. 200 times bigger is YouTube than Twitch. And it feels weird because it's like, you know, in terms of live streaming, YouTube, Twitch, right around each other in terms of numbers, but the skill, like not skill ceiling, I always say those words together. The ceiling on YouTube, exactly. It's like, even if you recognize YouTube's a bigger platform, you don't think about it as 200 times bigger, right? Then you take someone like me who has a following on YouTube already, it just makes sense. It's like there's so much more work that goes into converting people from I watch his videos to I want to watch his stream, when it's like, hey, you really like my stuff, would you consider coming to a new website you've never been on before and making an account and learning how all of this works, and so then you can watch my stream sometimes? Or just like, hey, do you want to just click on my profile and then you're there? You know, like it's so much easier for a lot of people. But yeah, I do love Twitch. Like I do think it's really cool. But yeah, YouTube's making like big long-term decisions. They care a lot about live streaming, and Twitch has kind of not done too much for the last couple of years. So I see it as the future. That's what I got. So Ryomi's asked, and I'm gonna have to learn a lot about YouTube as well. So it says, I'm not familiar with YouTube's live platform.
Liquid
Is the
asset.
notification system of going live and tuning in as a viewer and switching between live streams kind of the same? So the biggest difference, I think, is that there's no, like, I want to watch Stardew Valley, go to the Stardew Valley live stream category, and then you can see everyone. Actually, I think there is, but it's like hard to get to. You have to like go to a video that, you know, is like, if you go in like the description of my video, it always says like, this video is Stardew Valley, the game, right? You can click on that, and then I think you can get to it through there, but it's like really workaround. So it's more like you subscribe to someone, and if they're live, you can see it on the left where your subscriptions are, or their live stream can come up as a recommended feature. So that's another thing that makes the switch to YouTube very easy for someone like me. Like I stream at the exact same time all the time. Speaking of which, I am switching up the schedule to do YouTube for some other reasons also. I'm going to be every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So Mondays and Thursdays, same time. I currently stream 7:30 p.m. Eastern, but Saturdays are actually going to be at noon Eastern. So 7.5 hours earlier than I stream normally, which is hopefully going to give Europe a chance to actually get in here without having to stay up until 4 in the morning. But yeah, like, yeah, I appreciate all you guys being over here, and a lot of you guys even like made the change to Twitch to do that, but like, it's not an easy thing to ask. So I am convinced that the stuff that we do and the fun that we have, like, Twitch is just kind of like the median for how it's delivered, right? Or the medium for how it's delivered. Like, it's not important that it is on this platform, if you know what I mean, right? Like, if you think about Twitch, what lives on this platform is people hitting go live, stream a game for 6 hours, playing it normally, gameplay, right? Okay, now I switch to this game and I play this game normally for like 8 hours, right? And it's just like raw gameplay. And it's like, I really like to think that my challenges and my unique way of playing things and my shorter form of live streams, relatively speaking, of like 2 to 2.5 hours, I think that is just gonna do a lot better for an audience like YouTube. So that's what I think. I will have to relearn your names as well, which is going to be really tough. Please, if you want to switch your names on YouTube over to whatever your Twitch names are, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of big picture ideas with that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. It's definitely more about like not the platform that we're on, but the people that we're doing it with. And I'm sure that if you guys enjoy coming here and watching my streams and having a good time, and a lot of you guys come here, you know, come to Twitch just to watch the streams, I'm sure I'll see you guys over on YouTube. I really hope I do. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say on that. The only other thing is also just as a means of supporting me. Also, Twitch subs is another big part of the decision. If you subscribe to me on Twitch, you get some benefits too, like the emotes and everything. I really think like the biggest benefit to subscribing from your perspective is you get access to the emotes, right? Like that's probably the most fun thing that you get. You get a little thing next to your name that says I'm subscribed and this long and everything. I think that the YouTube membership still offers that. So I currently have my YouTube membership set up so that if you can change what the values are. And so I'm going to make my subs on YouTube, my members, $1 per month. So you get access to the emotes for 1/5 of the price instead, because I want everyone to have access to those emotes, right? And then you still get that benefit yourself. But if you want to support me monetarily, if that's your goal, right? Subscribing on Twitch is actually probably one of like the worst ways you could do it, in that Twitch gets like 50% of that, right? So if you pay for a $5 sub, I get $2.50. If you do it on YouTube, you pay for a sub that is $5 if I had that as my tier. I would get, YouTube takes 30%, right? So what is that? I don't even know. 350? Did I do that right? I did that really quick. That's probably not even right. Let me look. Oh God, I'm an engineer, by the way. 5 times points. What did I say? 30% times 0.7. Yeah, 350. So I would get 350 for that. If you do it on a platform like Patreon, which takes like 8% right now is the way I currently have it set up. After fees, probably closer to 10%. I'm now getting like $4. So like literally over the course of right now on Twitch, and it's way higher than normal because of the Stardew Valley Cup, I have like 300 subscribers. That is like hundreds of dollars of difference without anyone else, like without you guys actually paying any more, you know? Yeah, the music is loud. Thank you. God, it's like literally as quiet as it can be. There we go. It's just a loud song. So yeah, it's like, here, I can turn it down in here. There we go. Yeah, it's like, if you guys are intending to support me monetarily, I want to do that through a platform that takes the least away from me and actually supports me the most. So Patreon takes a little bit of a cut. I don't think there are any websites that take or that give you all of it. That just doesn't exist, right? There's probably platforms that give you that take less of a cut than Patreon. No one's gonna take no cut. But the cool thing about Patreon is they make it really easy to provide value to you guys. So we currently have a bunch of stuff set up over there, like early access to videos, putting your name at the end of every video, which we're going to start implementing this week, and a bunch of other fun stuff. Like at the highest tier is like you get a free shirt the first time you sign up, and like a Google Hangout session. Like there's all sorts of some benefit over there that I'm excited to like actually give to you guys. I've always felt like my Twitch subs, I don't actually like give you guys that much in return, and I'm trying to rectify that a little bit with Patreon. So okay, that was like 20 minutes straight. I did not mean to talk for that long, and we actually have something we gotta do. I gotta move on, guys. I'm sorry. I really intend on reading all this stuff here. I am gonna stream from my main YouTube channel, and then the VOD channel is probably not gonna receive any uploads anymore. Instead, there is going to be an unlisted playlist on my main channel. So you go to my channel, go to playlists, and then you'll be able to see every live stream from then back. So yeah, that's what I think. I think, Sorai, that's a great idea. I think that anyone who has been subscribed on Twitch for a long time, I would like to immortalize that on Discord. I'll have to do some looking into that, though, because that's a lot easier said than done, even at the scale that I'm at. But I would really like to like, sort of, you know, give you guys some recognition. I think Discord's probably the good middle ground of, like, that, you know, will continue to be a part of our community. Hey, I gotta move because we got PowerPoint night starts in 10 minutes. I need your help, guys. If you want to be in the thumbnail for Wednesday's video, we posted a video today. Wednesday is going to be the 1 month of community farm progress. Okay, so we did a video where, which it's getting posted on Wednesday, where we had that first day where we went to level 120 in the mines with 20 people on our farm. Then we did a 1 week check-in and a 1 month check-in, and that video is going up. But I need a picture for the thumbnail, and I need everyone to be in it. So if you want to be in the thumbnail right now, I'm going to give you guys directions. So load up Stardew Valley, get ready to be in here. I really wish I could talk about YouTube for longer. Why is the music so loud tonight? It is like, it's loud on my side too. I'll turn it down for you guys. There we go. And I can turn myself up a little bit. Thank you for, keep helping me out with that. Keep telling me how the balance is, because like I said, I changed my mic setup a little bit. All right, you gotta get Stardew Valley open. Guys, the more the merrier here. We need more people. More. I'm gonna host this farm, and I'm gonna show the invite code on the screen, and then you guys are all gonna get in here, and then we're all gonna go to Ginger Island, and we're all gonna take a screenshot of us standing in the field of ancient fruit. And I'm gonna take that screenshot, and that's all we're gonna do right here. So, show invite code, here it is. I'll post it into the chat, so you can paste it right into Stardew Valley. So here it is on screen. Everyone get up in here. If you've played on the community farm before, you shouldn't have to even make a thing. So much better audio wise. Cool. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys helping me out. What else can I talk about while we do this too? Yeah, guys, if my audio is ever bad also, I can see stuff visually. Like if the chat's not on the screen, or if I'm covering something up, like I can see that, but I can't hear the audio. And so I have no way of knowing if the audio is wrong. So like, please tell me if you guys ever think something's messed up. Now, particularly just because, because I have it, like I've changed something up. But ever, if that's the case, let me know. That helps me out a ton. All right, someone else asked me a question. I gotta see it. I think I missed. Oh, that was someone telling me my audio is loud. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for YouTube. I really am. It's gonna be really cool. I think it provides a lot of awesome stuff. So, oh, Sam, don't break my heart, man. This is one more for old time's sake. Proud of you, Sam. Thank you for the 14 months, my friend. Jeez. I was thinking about college today, guys. I know frozen pizza from school. I was thinking about it. I miss it, man. I miss living close to my friends. That was a really good time. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why the music... that song just has like 8 seconds of silence at the end.
Liquid acid.
All right, I'm going to take the code off screen, but I'll put it one more time in the chat so that people can see it. And we're going to go to Ginger Island, okay? And go ahead, get something fun to hold if you want. There should be a warp totem on the beach. I'll hold this wine above my head. Oh my god, Vox, dude. Vox gifting 2 subs. Vox, man. This one, Vox. Dude, I know I'm going to see you over on YouTube. I know I will, because that's how you found me originally. But, man, guys, what a good guy. Vox is here. Man, that's going to hurt the most, too. Vox was here since literally day 1. Like, I'm pretty sure it was my very first stream. And I literally didn't even intend on anyone being here. I just intended on making sure that all my stuff worked. Vox is the first viewer ever. So, man, thank you for the 2 gifted, Vox. It's awesome to have you, man. But yeah, Lerp is right. Save the money for YouTube. Or if you have extra bits and you don't watch anyone else on Twitch, feel free to dump them all in here right now. I'll gladly take the money. Oh, a hype train could be the last one. DJ Lele with the 45. Thank you. Guys, get warp to the island. There's an island warp totem right here. Go ahead, warp to the island. We've got some people joining us now. The more, the merrier. And we're going to stand in the ancient fruit, and I'm going to automatically grow them all. My cheats mod. And we're gonna take the picture of the thumbnail in here. I think I'm gonna be like right here maybe, and you guys can just kind of all be around me holding different fun things. I'm gonna hold wine. That's where I'm gonna be. Azira 250 says take my energy. Azira, thank you for the 250 bits. Yeah, you know, that's a good point, guys. Save the gifted subs and all that money for YouTube. But if you got the bits already, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to you, so. Hey, I see you holding that bomb. Just wait till after you get the thumbnail picture, okay? Alright, everyone's loading up still. Don't you dare block me with that refrigerator. No worries. No worries for those that can't join. We're just trying to get a quick screenshot. Guys, we got 4 minutes to get this thing, though. So go ahead, line yourselves up. There is an island warp totem on the farm if you're missing that, or an island warp obelisk thing. Oh my god, they're double fridged up right now. Love that. You might only be able to join if you've joined before, I think. I'm not gonna build new cabins just for the screenshot right here. But we might be out of cabin space, unfortunately. We did not do the PowerPoints yet. The schedule for the night, guys, also, because I didn't actually mention this. The schedule for the night is at 8 o'clock in 4 minutes from now, closer to 3 minutes. I'm going to start the design of my PowerPoint, and I have 1 hour to do that. And so you guys are going to get to see the creation of mine. Then at 9 o'clock, we are hopping in with Matt McCleskey, Therm, Blade, SeanieDew, M, and myself. Are all going to be presenting our PowerPoints to each other and to you guys. So that should be a ton of fun, and you guys should have a blast with that. And that'll be at like 9 o'clock Eastern. So, dude, someone's in the desert right now. My homie warped to the wrong spot. Someone's in the town? Guys, there's gonna be like 4 people in this thumbnail. Come on. Ice Cream Man, DJ Lele, what's up? Both of you guys, welcome. Oh, 15 bits from Matt also. I missed it. Thank you, Matt, for the 15. And Maddie Moo, thank you for the 100. I appreciate. Oh, a bunch of people can't join. That's unfortunate. We might have to scuff. Might have to try to do it a little bit secretly. We could fake it. I can Photoshop it really easily if we all just look different. So we might take one picture where we're doing this, and then we might all take our clothes off and then take another picture. Screenshot in 60 seconds. I'll tell them that. And also, I'll say, guys, line up more like up and down. So the way the thumbnail looks is the left half of the thumbnail is day 1, and the right half of the thumbnail is day 30. And so to make sure you don't get cut off, line up like up and down. That'd be good. Yeah, close off photo, you know. Matt McCleskey. Oh my god, dude. What's up, Matt? I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited to see what these people come up with. We've got some creative people in this PowerPoint night tonight. Matt already sent me his. He already worked on it. All right. Everyone say cheese for the camera. There's one more person still in town. Get a little closer. Get a little closer. And then we will all... Boom. All right. That's probably going to be... Oh! Last second. Coming in with the scarecrow. The buzzer beater. The fridge is too big. There we go. All right. That's good. We'll get it from there. Everyone take your clothes off and stand somewhere else. And hold something different above your head. Just to add to chaos. And then that'll be good. I'll be able to Photoshop that together pretty easily. Save your points, people. We got a feather frenzy on Thursday. Don't you worry. All right. That's cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I will say. And that's what we'll do there. All right, cool. That's what I need to do. Now I need to get into PowerPoint. I should have budgeted more time for this opening than I did. But here we go. It's PowerPoint night, baby. This is like one of my favorite things. We're not even going to do the intro. We'll do the intro after. We'll do the intro after everything else. Or maybe we just do it now. Maybe we just keep this train moving and we just do the intro. Guys, get your high YouTubes ready because it's PowerPoint night. And I've got to get an intro ready for the video. So get them ready. My people, it is the return of one of my favorite things that we do on this channel. It is PowerPoint night. I have asked Matt McCleskey, SeanieDew, Therm, M, myself, and Blade to all make a PowerPoint on anything that they think people need to know more about. And so you're about to experience those presentations right now. Nice. There we go. Let's get it. One take, Andy. Only stuttered a little bit. And now... Oopsie. Oopsie, that was my starting soon screen. We are getting into it. Fresh template, 1 hour on the clock. This is not going to be a part of the video. This is just a part for the old Twitch people right here. This is just something that you guys get to see. We're just going to, for the video, it'll just cut right to the presentations. But at this time, I would like to announce my PowerPoint. Okay, I have 59 minutes. I've already wasted a minute. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, this is going to mean something to you. And if you haven't been on the channel for a while, it's going to mean something to you by the end of this night. Yeah, Matt, you got to go. See you, Matt. Here we go. Daylight savings time should be banned. Get ready to hear about my rant of why daylight savings time is terrible for the next hour, baby. I have given this presentation informally hundreds, if not tens of thousands of times, but tonight we'll make it official. And for that, I need some visual aids. So let's see. I've got an hour on the clock. I think that's more than enough time to make my main points. Daylight savings time. What happens if I search daylight saving time? Oh, yeah. Okay. Also, I have to figure... I think it's daylight savings time. So I think I'll call it daylight... Is it daylight saving or daylight savings? I never remember. Daylight saving. It's daylight saving. Daylight saving time. And if you search that on Google Images, here's what comes up. This is... We need a good, like, background. Oh my god, wait, this is funny. Yeah, this will be my background for this first page. I like pasting it in here, and then where does it go? Yeah, design ideas. Daylight saving time should be banned. And then I have to, of course, credit myself. Oh, and I also told all of the competitors to keep all of the important stuff out of the bottom left so that we don't accidentally cover it up with our cameras. So I actually have to pick a better one. Let's pick one that my camera does not cover. Let's do this. That's fine. By UnsurpassableZ. Alright, that's kind of an ugly font, and it doesn't really flow that well, but that's fine. Alright, this is what we did last time. The outline. This is more for me to be able to pull my thoughts together as well. Yeah, that was good. That was one good thing that came out of daylight saving time, is that our freshman year, we took a walk at 1 a.m. and then it went, or it was at 2 a.m. I guess, and it went back, it was 1:59, went back to 1 a.m. and we all screamed out of excitement. So we need to figure out what points we need to cover. What do we need to drill home? So I think, let's do pros. We'll have a slide for pros, and I think that slide will be empty. I think we need a slide for, everything else will be cons. We'll have pros, and then every other slide will be cons. We have confusing name. We have the fact that desynced from rest of world. Like, no one else in the world does this, I think, and that makes it really difficult. It is an ancient system, I think. It's not really that ancient. It was like 100 years old or something like that. Like, when did it come out? These are the kind of facts that I'm going to need to know to be able to answer for myself. When did daylight savings time start? I don't want it this year. I just want it at all. Start in history. 1918. Ancient system. 1918. I firmly believe that if we were to start again and we had like no concept of time and we were to do everything again, I think first of all we would do it in base 100 because that just makes way more sense. But I also think that because we're worldwide and everything is connected, I feel like we would all share, like, you know, we would all share that, like, there would be no daylight saving time, right? If it was for a war, it takes away sunlight during the good parts of the day, right? So that whole thing is like the entire point is that it gives you sunlight for when you're doing stuff, but in reality, it just makes the sunset at 4:30 p.m., right? Which is terrible. Yeah, a couple other countries do it too. Let's call them out. What countries follow daylight savings? Let's see. Current, previous, never. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use this visual aid. Let's go back to PowerPoint here. I'm gonna make a slide. Who does this? Will be my first slide. And then this is gonna be the picture. And it's okay, I think, if a little bit of this gets lost to a face cam in the bottom left. Who does this? And then I need a key. I need a key over here. How do I get, like, my own key? I want to do, like, insert. I want that to be this color. Shape fill. Eyedropper. That. And it has an outline also. Dude, I tried to copy this shape and paste it and it said PowerPoint is unstable. And this, I want the fill to be this color. Man, wait till you guys see where I'm going with this. Oh, that's another good point that we have to cover also. Like, literally can't get rid of it. So there's an issue with the way that it's written into the laws of the United States, at least. I'm sure it's different in other countries, but like in the United States, you can't get rid of it because it's a federal law. I want no outline on this. Outline. No outline. No outline. And let's do fill eyedropper here. Okay, so all of the red countries are countries that currently do daylight savings time. Daylight saving time. See how annoying it is? And so we're going to label those countries idiots. We also have countries that used to do daylight saving and now no longer do. We're going to call them the enlightened. And then there's also countries that have never done it. And what do we call them? What do you guys think? They're like the trendsetters, like the people that don't fall for peer pressure. Africa's on top of it, dude. The Chads. The Chads. Love that, Azira. Nice. Yeah, part of Indiana doesn't have it. Yeah, like, what is this? And then, that's another thing. Like, literally not all of the U.S. even uses it. Like, I forget which countries don't use. I think it's Arizona and Hawaii, I think. What states don't do daylight savings time? Hawaii and Arizona, dude. I'm so big brain. So if you're mad at me for calling the United States idiots, that does not apply to Hawaii or to Arizona. And also, I live in the United States. Okay, so that's my first that's my first part of the presentation, I think. I think I'll give a special shout out to those states as well. So let's do Hawaii flag. I don't even know what this looks like. Whoa. Dude, Hawaii's got a cool flag. They look all British, but it's a cool flag. Did I not copy this? Hello, dude? Why can I not copy the Hawaii flag? Alright, I'm snipping it. It's just gonna have the Google image thing in it. There we go. Shout out Hawaii, shout out Arizona. Wait, is it Arizona? Yeah. Man, you guys are gonna love this presentation. Now here's the thing. This is what I haven't told you guys yet. Is that this is just gonna butter these people up for an even bigger point later. Because I think this isn't controversial, right? That daylight saving time sucks. I'm just gonna raise some good points. But this isn't controversial. I want to raise an actual controversial point at the end, which we'll get to. But not yet. Okay. So I think we'll have a slide called Pros. Pros of daylight saving time. I think every instance of daylight saving time is going to have the cross through of the S. And then that's going to be this entire slide. I think we're going to start with pros, and then we're just going to move on to the next slide. Maybe I'll get rid of this, so it just says daylight saving time by UnsurpassableZ, and then they don't know at this point what my opinion is of it. Or maybe, I don't know. No, we'll leave. We'll leave. The pros. Good luck studying, Sarai. Oh, believe the hype coming in from Australia. Let's see. Which part of Australia are you from? Believed. This is a really important question. All right, let's add a new slide. Let's go outline. The confusing name. Confusing name. Maybe we could just do the cons. I don't know if I need a different slide for all this. Cons. Cons of daylight savings time. And I think I'll list some of these points, right? So it's got a confusing name. Oh, I don't know, man. No, this can't just be one slide. Confusing name. All right, you do not have daylight savings. That means you're welcome in this chat. Confusing name. We're gonna do a quiz. Daylight savings time. Daylight saving time. Daylight saving time. Or is it daylight savings time, or is it daylight savings times? No one knows. No one knows what it truly is. Oh my god, everyone's flexing. Guys, you'll have a use for your feathers on Thursday, I promise. Milk and bottle, flexing big. Confusing name. It D6 us from the rest of the world. So let's see, what does this do to us? My final point is gonna be, I think, like, it makes it, like, makes the daylight be where we aren't. Almost every human, I have to make sure nothing's in the bottom left also. I'm gonna have to change the design of this then. Almost every human is awake from noon to 9 p.m. Right? Noon to 9 p.m. at least. Right? Doesn't matter if you wake up super late. Doesn't matter if you go to bed super early. Everyone is awake during those times. Then why does daylight saving make sunset at 4:30 freaking p.m.? There's plenty of people who would be using the sun, but they're asleep. It's okay. Don't want to give my presentation away yet. Even if you do wake up at 3 p.m. normally, exactly. Even if you do wake up at 3 p.m., you're getting an hour and a half of sunlight. I would propose that people like you exist more than people who go to bed at like 6 p.m., right? Almost every human is awake from 12 to 9. Why does daylight saving make the sunset at 4:30? That's pretty good. Let's do new slide. Desyncs us from rest of world. For my, a quiz. A quiz. What time is it right now in Europe? I don't even know how to phrase this. My thing is, it's like sometimes Europe is ahead of us by 5 hours, sometimes they're ahead by 4, right? It's like you have no idea. It's like, it's just a madhouse, right? Dude, I might just, I don't know how to organize my thoughts here. I can rant about this all day, but it's normally like a little kind of crazy, right? How many hours ahead is the entirety of Europe? Confusing. Makes the daylight when we aren't. It is an ancient system. 1918. I'm pretty sure it was invented by a guy who wanted to study bugs. Nerd. And we aren't having a World War I right now. So why do the coal miners need the sunlight? Or maybe why do the farmers need that sun? That's what I think. Oh, wait, what? It's not 181. What are you talking about? Why did Simply I just say that's gonna get me banned? Oh, because my dad is trashing on all of Europe right now. If you're from Europe, make sure you at SimplyEd88 and say good things about Europe. Drown him with facts. Takes away sunlight from the good part of the day. Literally can't get rid of it. That can be good. That could be a good slide. So like, so then let's get rid of it. You can't. It is federal law in the US. The way that's written in, it's okay. I'm getting my thoughts together. The way it's written into our system is like, someone said, hey, daylight saving, that's gonna happen. And they made it not. They made it like literally, like you can't get rid of it without like making a new law that says the old one is obsolete. I think, so like, so then let's opt out of it. That's what it is. Let's opt out of it. So you are allowed to opt in to daylight savings. And then I guess it's like, what do you say? So that makes the sunlight, you lose, makes sunlight, or maybe, how do you say it? Let's opt out of it. See, here's the issue, right? Here's what I'm trying to say. You are allowed to, through federal law, opt into daylight savings time, or daylight saving time, which means that you, oh my god, I don't even know how to say this. You're allowed to opt in, which means that you can go 1 hour ahead in the summer and then 1 hour behind in the winter. Like, you can participate. You are allowed to participate. Or be in the bad time year round, which is like the time that you follow during the winter. You're allowed to do that. You cannot be in the good time, like what we follow in the summer, at all. It's federal law. The way we have it set up is that you can only be, like, opt into the winter type of the calendar, where we're like, the sun rises early in the morning and sets early. I am a proponent of, if anything, we should have the sun set the time it does during the summer all the time, like what we're currently experiencing now. So that's that. I don't know. Okay, I gotta move on to my next part of the presentation because there's a lot of info to cover here. Yeah, that's just another thing too, is like the no vitamin D. So I think I'll mention that at this. Where's my vitamin D? Because I'm in a building all day. What else do we want to cover? Bro's confusing name desynced from the rest of the world. We need that also, I guess. Desyncs us from the rest of the world. No one knows what time it is in the US because we're changing all the time. This can be one slide with the it's an ancient system, I think. It's an ancient system. No one knows what time it is in the US because we're changing it all the time. We don't need this slide. Okay, let's spruce these up a little bit before we continue with our outline, before we continue with what we want to get informationally in here. Let's, I want to reveal my big secret now. That this whole thing, right, I think, show of hands in the chat. Let's press a 1. Press 1 in the chat if you think daylight saving is a good idea. Press 2 if you think it's a bad idea, all right? Go ahead and type in the chat. Type 1 if you think daylight saving is a good thing. Press 2 if you think it should be abandoned, right? That's what I'm thinking, right? See, a lot of 2s. Nick Buck, standing strong. My friendly Canadian thinks, well, you guys don't get any sun, so you don't really know what's going on anyway. But here's what I'm thinking, right? Exactly. Who am I convincing with this PowerPoint, with this presentation? Everyone already agrees with me. Who does this? Confusing name, ancient system, make the daylight stop. Let's opt out of it, right? You can't. So now we're going to do a slide when I present. Who's with me? And we're going to vote. Vote now on your phones. We're going to vote. And now I'm going to continue with my PowerPoint, which brings me to my actual topic. And then we're going to duplicate this. Here's my actual topic. There should be no time zones. This is one that I think will go against some people. There should be no time zones at all. Chaotic evil. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Em. Let's get the outline here. We got the outline for this one. We'll get rid of it. And then we'll beautify that part of the PowerPoint up towards the end. I gotta make sure we get the outline in, though. This is spicy. Stick with me. Now, this is where I'm gonna have to actually go against the grain, okay? I'm not going for chaos. I'm going for order. What time is it in Japan right now, Ilolo? What do you think? What time is it in Japan? Who knows? Who knows? No one knows because we're on daylight savings time because Japan is 19 hours early. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so here's one thing I know I'm going to want to cover is as a supporting argument. China has one time zone. So that's going to come in a little bit. So it's so I think you may ask, or you may say, this could never work. Right? You may say this could never work. And you'll say things like, if we're all in the same time zone, the sun would rise at 3 p.m. for some people and 7 a.m. for others. You might say things like, no one knows when other countries are awake, right? Like if it's like, what time is it in Japan? It's like, well, it's 8:24 p.m. If we had one time, it'd be like, oh, it's 8:24 p.m. for Japan right now. It's like, well, are they sleeping? But it's like, I can't tell you that anyway. I already can't tell. This is gonna be my big example right here. This one, the sun would rise at 3 p.m. Here, we'll switch the order of this. This will come after. Oh no. This goes first. No one will know when the other countries are awake. You already don't. You already don't know when other countries are awake. Sure, you know that Japan probably wakes up at like, 8 a.m. their time. But it's like, what is that now? What is that to you anyway? Time is arbitrary. Time is arbitrary. We can't get rid of it entirely. I wish we could, but we can't. The benefit, here's the big benefit, is that when I collaborate with other content creators, I will no longer have to specify Eastern time. That's why I want this. We live in a world where it is more intertwined than ever. We are all connected to each other. When time zones were created, it would take you like hours and hours and hours before you traveled to anywhere that you would need the new time. And so it wasn't a big deal. But now that we're communicating with people all over the world, all over the place, it's like hard to coordinate worldwide events. And it doesn't need to be. What we call the time is arbitrary. We made up time. What we call it is arbitrary. This would never work. You already don't know. The sun would rise at 3 p.m. for some people and 7 a.m. for others. And I'm going to ask them, do you think this is better? I guess you could say China's already doing this. China is already doing this. So they're not doing it as bad. China has one time zone currently. It's like China time. I don't know. They have one time zone. And Western China, the sun rises 5 hours after Eastern China. They're doing okay. I mean, they're like not in the grand scheme of things, but like it's not because of the time, okay? But like the time is not the reason that they're a communist country, okay? It is well beyond that. China's already doing this, and no one gets confused. The sun literally on the same day in China will rise at 7 a.m. in one place and noon someplace else, okay? And nothing changes except for what they all call the time, okay? That's what I think. What other points do I want to make? China has one time zone. That's my only part of the outline right now. There's a universal time, but no one uses it. I'm reading the chat, yes. I'm doing a bad job at it, but I am. We make up time. What we call it is arbitrary. If we made it up again from scratch, would we come up with all these whack zones? There's already the issue where like time zones are like 1 hour wide, if that makes sense, right? Like the sun will rise like 59 minutes in earlier in one part of the time zone than the other part of the time zone. So it's already like that. We've just truncated it, right? Here's why it doesn't work. We made up time. here's how we made time zones. And here, this is literally how we made time zones. Some dude was like, what time is it? Or some dude was like, my clock is like 15 minutes different than yours. Another guy was like, yeah, me too. We should have everyone around. I don't know how to type this out. I just need this. Here's how we made time zones. And I'll explain that then during the presentation. I don't want to explain it now and then make you guys listen to it later as well. There's 30-minute time zones. Oh my god, that's such a good point. We're going back to time zones. Confusing name, archaic system. Confusing name, ancient system. Makes the daylight where we aren't. Who's with me? Oh, yeah. What are the people... Oh, this is good. Time zones, not daylight saving. What am I saying? Time zones. Similar to how I called out Hawaii and Arizona for making a smart decision earlier in the presentation, I'd like to call out the couple of countries that operate half an hour offset from the rest of us. So let's do... There should be no time zones. This is a good, like, intro. We can... New slide. Boom. It's going to be the first thing that they see. A map of time. And then... Oh, never mind. You can't read this for crap. The world is too big, man. I can't read any of these time zones. Okay, I think we'll just have to go with... I think it's just too small of info. Here's the time zones. There's countries. Like, look at this. Why is that line there? Like that. Why is that line going all crazy like that? Why is this one going all crazy? Why does the international date line go up and loop around? Why is this like half an hour off? I don't even know. I feel like there's a weak... That's a weak opening argument. I'll just talk about that at some point. Yeah, go ahead, Wolf Ruler. I don't think you need to ask permission for that. That's okay. I appreciate it, though. Only if you post the whole paper in Discord when you're done. Yeah, Simply Ed knows what's up. The railroads invented standardized time because people were getting from, like, town to town too quick, and they'd get to a new town, and they'd be, like, 15 minutes off their pocket watch. Be, like, 15 minutes off, right? And that issue, like, the reason we created time zones was because, oh, wait, we're getting to places too quickly now, and now no one has, like, proper times, right? So we're going to truncate it. Well, what's even better than that? Truncate it even more. Make everyone be on the exact same time always. Oh, yeah, exactly. Adventhera said, wait, now we're getting rid of all time zones? Yeah, that's like the big hook. That I warm them up with this idea, and then I hit them with the switch. I hit them with the switch. Get rid of all time zones. I don't need this outline. Goodbye. You may say this can never work. I think I'm running out of time here. I think I don't want these presentations to be super long, and so I think that's all I'm going to cover. And then we can vote as well. Who's with me? And then we'll vote. All right, we're like way ahead of pace right now. I can calm down. I can take a deep breath. I can make these look a little prettier. This entire slide is going to be exactly this. Pros of daylight saving time, none. Then we're going to go on to this. We got to get like the cool fades and everything, right? Got to get the animations. I want... How do you get transitions? Transitions. I'm going to do a random one for every one of these. I think it'll be fun. Whoop. And this one's going to split. And this one's going to do... Fall over. Whoa. And this one's going to do drape. And this one's going to do curtains. Am I applying this to all of them? Or just one? I don't remember. Okay, no, I'm good. This one's going to do wind. Whoa. Pros of daylight savings time. Click here to add text. So Jen says you can argue for the USA to be one time zone. So what's different between that and the rest of the world, though? Universal time is great. We already have a universal time. Everyone should just use that instead of their own whack thing. Glitter. I want the most absurd scene transitions. I want some crazy ones. Transitions. Let's do gallery. Whoa, dude, they upped their game since I was in elementary school. I do support the metric system also. Make no mistake, I'm a little scared of it, but I support it. We were talking about that. We were doing, some of the people in Discord organized a fun day, a fun game of Scribble.io and, oh, what's that website called? Not Scribble.io. Gardic on phone. We were talking about the metric system, and I was telling them, like, in America, we don't have the A4, A3, A5 sizes of paper. And for my Americans that don't know about this, in pretty much the rest of the world, their paper sizes are all exactly twice as big as each other. Like, it goes A3, which is like a little index, or A2, little index, A3, A4, and it just keeps doubling in size exactly. So you can always, like, cut it in half and then get 2 of the next size down. And it makes way more sense. You know what we have? 8.5 by 11 inches is our main size paper. That's called letter. What's next? 11 by 17, which is like double in the 8.5 direction, but that's like, you don't do it that way. Like, you do it oriented the other way now. I don't know. No, USA does not have A4. We use letter. Oh, okay, A5 is smaller. That doesn't make sense. I would change that. Smaller numbers should be smaller paper, and you know it. Okay, those are my transitions. Let's get some better design going here. Pros of daily. I want every one of these to look different in the design. I want design ideas. We gotta get pictures up in here. Sorry, we have no ideas for this slide. Are you kidding me? I have to provide all the creative muse. Confusing name. Let's do question marks. What do you mean? Let's do this guy. This woman looks fun and confused about how bad daylight saving time is and why you would use it. It's an ancient system. Let's do ancient. Ancient time. A2 is like a gigantic piece of paper. We should have the ability to go bigger. Paper can only go so small, but it can go infinitely big. Melancholy, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back, says hello. Melancholy, it's awesome to have you. Let's do ancient people. Ancient people. I'm just gonna use this guy and say he's the one who invented daylight saving time. And I'll just say it with confidence. Who invented the visual aids? George Hudson. Let's get this guy on the left. I like all these designs, but I want him to be on the left. I want him to be on the left. That's gonna cover up his face too much. See, can I like take this but move it all over? I can't. See, I don't know how to move. Like, I want to flip this, you know? Because I don't want to cover up the words. Hey, that's good. That's fine. It's a little boring, but it's okay. Insert text box. No, that's a comment. George Hudson. Let's get that white. This is the guy who invented daylight saving time. That's how old he is. I need an arrow. Insert shape. I need that shape to be white. God, that's like the thinnest arrow ever. I need a better arrow than that. Oh my God, there's so many people who come up for that. It's probably not even George Hudson. Let's do white arrow PNG. There we go. George Hudson. There he is. This is how history works. You guys are still going on about the paper? Oh, man. Let's do man sleeping while sun hits him. I want a picture of a guy, like, sleeping in. Like, he's trying to sleep, but he can't because of the sun. That's what I think. I feel like I can get a better picture. What do I search for this? I am sorry to all the history majors. Let's do, sleeping in sun. Oh, this is gonna make people happy though. Oh, there. That's what I'm looking for. Design ideas. It's perfect. It makes the sun be where we aren't. Let's opt out of it. Federal law. Bum bum. I want this to just be like the big background. Why is this so hard to find a picture? I just want this to be the background pretty much. Show me more. Okay, never mind. We'll go back to the same old, same old. There. Who's with me? Vote now on your phones. That'll just have an open space for the Twitch chat to vote. Which brings me to my actual topic. And this should have a fun, like, animation. Like, this should do, like, a fun bounce in or something. Or maybe it could do, like, a follow the line thing. Let's do custom path. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, God. Perfect. That'll be great. This needs to go away. Alchemy, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Time zones. There should be no more time zones. Perfect. I want a fun picture of time zones. Oh, that's a banger. Oh, that's so good. Can I go order send to back? Oh God, that's kind of impossible to see now, and the clock guy is still there. Maybe we should do some sort of design. Maybe this. Yeah. Let's do that. I don't know how to get rid of the... Okay, there we go. There should be no more time zones. Perfect. And then we need China. China happy. Let's do China happy. I want like an actual like... Here we go. These people look happy. don't think my face cam's gonna cover this up. Let me see. From current slide, I have to switch presenter view. Display swap. It does. I'll have to move that stuff up. That's okay. Ah, they're coming with me. This is good. This is good. China's not the best country to use as an example because they definitely have some stuff going on that they got to work out. But none of those issues come from the fact that they have one time zone. People are going to be very quick to say like, well, it wouldn't work if people are all waking up at different times. Like, you know, the sun rises at 7 a.m. for you and noon for someone else. Like, that wouldn't work. It's like, yeah, it was. You just call it different things, you know? This is just an example because it's so wide. It's easy for people to understand. We made up time. Let's just do smart guy. I guess we can come on. Well, here. Oh, we should do the trains. Train station old. Here we go. This is like an old train station. Because this is how time zones were made. I promise it'll make sense if you don't know what's going on. That'll be enough space for my face cam. Now, who's with me? And we'll take one final vote. All right, we got 15 more minutes. Let's have all this stuff fade in like one at a time. Animations. This. I want all this to come in. So I want this and this to come in at the same time. Fade. How do I do this? Animation pane. Now I want this and this to fade in next. Then I want this and this to fade in third. And then I want those two to fade in after that. That's good. Yeah, I don't think Russia's one time zone. You won't be voting against me. You guys haven't heard my actual presentation yet. Once I like actually present it and you guys hear my thoughts all collected, you'll understand. Trust me. The first picture is wrong. Are you talking about the time zone thing? Yeah, Russia's in multiple time zones. Here's China all in one. You can see you got some wide ones though, right? Like this whole, I mean, this point of China still applies to like this part of Canada and that part of Canada. I guess actually this is warped a little bit so that looks bigger than it is, but like whatever that is, like it applies there too. Okay. Let's just have all these fade in one at a time. Is there an easier way to do this other than this? Let's make this one fly in. Let's make this one wheel in. And then let's make this one grow and turn. This one's going to float. And this one is going to... Oh, that one's... No, that one doesn't work. You have to do one that makes it appear. Let's do split. Again, there's no one in those parts of Canada for a reason. It's not the time, though. Is Chad the country not marked as Chad? Which one is Chad here? I don't even know which country Chad is. This is Chad right here. Nope, Chad is not marked as Chad. Chad is the enlightened. I know it's in Central Africa. I didn't know which one of these countries it was. I don't know what they got going on in Central Africa. Chad, not a Chad. I will say, I had a student from the Netherlands stay with me 2 Januaries ago as part of his cross-cultural experience. And one of the very first things that he asked as like part of one of the projects he was working on is point out the Netherlands on a map. And I didn't know. I knew what shape it was, but I had no idea how big it was. This is gonna bounce in. Did they get rid of the bounce in animation? That was like a banger. Bounce. Yes. And that'll be vote now on your phones. Chad, not a Chad. Life confirmed. W. Carey is inviting me to play Apex Legends. Dude, I don't even have that. Which brings me to my actual topic. There should be no time zones. You may say this could never work. Now, this needs to come in first. This is important because I'm trying to trick them. Let's do fade. Fade. And then this will go. And then this will go. That'll fade in, then this will fade in, then this will fade in. And now who's with me? And then we'll take another vote. All right, cool. I don't think I have any other points to make, right? Let me think. Is there anything else you guys can think of? I gotta make sure this final point, I feel like it might be lacking a little bit in my explanation of it. Not in the character of it, but no one knows when other countries are awake. You already don't. Like, that's like, tell me guys right now. This is actually super helpful to me right now. Why do you think that there should be time zones? I need to figure out what my opposition is going to throw at me so I have an answer prepared. Bounce in letter by letter with the sound effect for each. That is horrible. I have not followed a lot of the points that the chat has made because I was kind of flying through that right now. If there was one time zone, which one would it be? Just UTC, I think. It's 3 p.m. for me to a friend who lives overseas. They would have no idea what time it really is. It could be the real midnight. See, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if I say right now to you, and you don't know where I live, oh, let's meet at 4 p.m. Like, when are we meeting? And then I'm like, oh no, 4 p.m. Eastern. And you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. But it's like 2 weeks from now, and that's after daylight saving. Like, it's just messed up. All right, take daylight saving out of the time, right? Like, let's meet at 4 p.m. You have no idea what time that is. Or it's like, you say to me, when do you wake up? And I'm like, oh, we wake up at like what is 7 p.m. at Universal Time, right? And then you're like, oh, okay. You know, like, you already have a general idea of like when countries are going to be awake and go to sleep. I understand that like the current system is that noon is the time when the sun is directly overhead, but I don't think that holds any merit. So, Advent Thera says, when someone anywhere in the world says 2 a.m., I know what they are doing. All one time zone, that gets tough. But that doesn't matter, I don't think. I don't think that you need to know that Japan is sleeping at, like, when the sun is down, right? Like, I think that's, like, that is important. Like, you know that. You know that Japan is sleeping when the sun is down, right? But, like, what time is that? Like, you might not know right away. Like, I don't know, man. We could do military time too. I think that makes more sense anyway. Military time, all one time zone. So you say like 12 p.m. is sunny for everyone always, but it's like that it doesn't matter from like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you call it. It does not matter what you call something. That's all I've got. I'm finished 8 minutes early. Let's see. I do have to be able to, like, explain that well. No, I'm not calling it doesn't matter to refute all opposition. I think the biggest point, and I'll say this ahead early a little bit, because this is going to be what I'm talking about. Let's talk about how we came up with time zones in the first place, right? We realized that it was really annoying to have to try to figure out, like, oh, it was 12:15. Like, you took a train ride from one place to another place, and everyone used to sync up their watches based off of the, like, main clock, whatever that is, like at the town hall or whatever. Everyone used to sync their watches based off that. Then you would take a little train ride, and then you were, like, somewhere else, and you're 15 minutes off, right? Because they set their 12 o'clock noon based on where the sun was in the sky. But we live in the future. We don't live in the society where, like, everything is everything revolves around the sun. Like, it is a worldwide world that we live in now, whereas before everything was much more localized. Like, I think if we were starting from scratch, everything would be localized, everything would be standardized, everything, you would create it so that everyone had the same time zone. I think everyone would have the same time if we were to do it again. Because, like, you have to put yourself in the shoes of, like, what if we had no means of time and someone's like, okay, we will just say what this time is. Like, right now at this very moment, we'll say that that's 12 o'clock for every human on Earth.
Liquid acid.
Everyone's like, all right, dope, that's easy. Does that make more or less sense than being like, okay, we're gonna divide up all of the different parts of the world into different slivers, and each of those are going to have their own respective times? Like, that doesn't work. What was alchemy's official solution? You should make the earth flat so the sun is always shining on it. Great point, great point. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I believe strongly in this point. I'm afraid that I won't be able to get my point across, though. Be there in 5. Okay, guys, that's the end of my PowerPoint creation time. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then we're going to hop in a call with a couple of other people who we are going to be doing the presentations with. It's M and Matt McCleskey and Therm and SeanieDew and Blade, and I missed someone. I don't remember who I said already. It's M, myself, Matt McCleskey, Blade, Shawnee, and Therm. I said everyone. So I will be there in just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to run an ad on Twitch just so that people coming in don't have to watch an ad. You won't miss anything. I will be right back. We should use 24-hour system. That's what I think. I'm hopping in the main Discord. I'm in here with M. We're going to see who else is ready to present. Presentations start in 3 minutes. Hello, M. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Say something else.
Hello.
Say something again. Sorry.
Hello.
Okay. You're a little quiet. Do you want me to turn you up or do you want to do something?
Turn myself up.
Nice.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Great. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. I'm afraid that I'm not going to make a good point. like of my no time zones thing, because I know I believe it, but I feel like I'm not gonna explain it well, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the issue with my topic. It's more of an issue with me.
Right, of course. Okay. No, never mind.
I don't know if Matt knows that he's supposed to be in here. Why did Matt McCleskey just say I'm putting my suit on now?
He's getting ready. I don't know.
Oh, is he presenting in a suit? Oh my god.
I guess so.
He's so funny, man. I didn't even he's not streaming, so who's he putting the suit on for?
Also, what kind of suit is it? Is it like
An inflatable flamingo suit.
It could be, yeah, it could be that. It could be a bathing suit. It could be a wedding suit. Who knows? A regular suit? A Superman suit?
Could be. Let's see. Ooh, Blade is on right now. He's streaming in the Stardew Valley category. His might be a Stardew presentation.
I'm worried that I might yell, and now because I turned my mic up, that I'm gonna like cut out. So you just tell me if I do, okay?
Are you gonna yell in this presentation?
There's one particular slide that I think I might get a little passionate about. So.
Alrighty.
So if it happens, it happens.
Mine's gonna be the worst presentation, I guarantee.
Yours is the worst?
I think mine's gonna be the worst.
But you're so passionate about your topic.
I am. I feel like everyone's just gonna be awkward. No one's gonna think it's funny.
Well, because yours is a serious one. That's okay. It's not supposed to be funny, is it?
No. But
Yeah,
I mean the event is supposed to be funny. Like the whole of PowerPoint night is supposed to be funny, and I feel like I'm just gonna get carried away and just rage over this. So go ahead, fight me back. That'll make it better. Go ahead and fight me over my points.
I hate fighting you on this topic. This topic makes me so annoyed to fight you on.
I do agree with Juanita in the chat. Like, you could call time whatever you want. You could call it like, hey, what is it? It's like 1/2 frog right now, you know. And it's like it would work if we all understood what frog means. Frog is like the 7th hour after the sun like has risen in above Greenwich, England, right? Like, you could, if you all agree what that is, then it's okay. Frog time. Matt McCleskey in his birthday suit right now.
Oh. That's the suit.
I'm gonna find the flamingo tie for myself.
Okay.
There we go. I'll look fancy for my presentation. Do you want to go to the waiting room where they are right now? They're in like the
Sure.
They're in the other Discord channel. I don't know.
Okay.
Hello.
How's
Yes,
it going in the waiting room, fellas?
Pretty chill.
Pretty good. We actually just started second.
It's getting geared
talking
up.
literally 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Matt,
Yeah.
you said you were getting into a suit. My chat wants to know what kind of suit.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't bought a suit for years and years. This is my high school prom suit, so who knows what type it is? Okay. Who knows?
I think we were just worried it was a birthday suit.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Their words, not mine.
I'm wearing some dandy duds myself
Oh,
Oh.
to celebrate my first ever video with face cam. I think I look great.
Face reveal?
Yeah, I
man.
did it last week.
imagine not having watched his video, my face reveal.
Wow, actually, hold on. Something seems fishy.
Oh,
What's up?
Just the fact that you don't watch every single thing I
Jeez.
upload the second I upload it.
fake
I
fan, fake fan.
That's
Yo, it's a Blade raid. Blade, thank you for the raid of 20, man. What's up? Get up in here, my friend. Guys, welcome if you're coming from Blade.
Yeah, once you're backed into a corner, it's not
but no,
nowhere to go.
My mic must have cut out, but you know.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, that's
what
probably it.
happened.
Blade just
let's see, I'm
raided me, and
turning on my-
it's very fun to say Blade raid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's Blood A.
Blood A.
Blade, I'm sorry. I gotta figure out how to turn off unique only messages. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize.
Evidently loading.
Yeah, I want to show off my fit. I have a scarf
Oh, wait,
that
why
my
can I not
friend
see
gave
this?
me. Yeah, it's just like perpetually loading.
Huh. Do you have another software up that's using your camera right now?
Yeah, that
that'll
would
do
be
it.
OBS,
OBS.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
It's okay.
Can I? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Watch this. I'm gonna loophole the heck out of this. How do you? Can you full screen preview in OBS?
I don't know if it works like that. You could try.
So what's going on in here?
We are.
Oh, we're trying to
ready.
put on our video feed.
I think we're ready to present though, right? Because Shawnee is gonna be late, so I think we're gonna do our stuff, and then we'll see if Shawnee's able to join us.
Okay.
And so I think up first in the order, I think that M should kick things off. I think that would be fantastic. M has been
Alright.
nothing but enthused to give this presentation.
No. I hate public speaking, and at least I can't see anybody. You know.
But you like roasting Z.
Yeah, I do like
Yeah, there you
roasting him. So
Mhm.
that is good. It's a great point.
You hate public speaking, but you join Z on his streams all the time.
I know. That's when people ask me why I don't stream. That's my answer. I could do it like once a week.
I'm very scared for this presentation. So M, you'll go ahead, you'll share your screen right now
Okay.
on Discord, and it'll you share the actual like PowerPoint presentation window. So you start
Okay.
the slideshow and then share that.
All right.
I don't think the chat knows about what your presentation is. This is like my favorite part too, is like the reveal.
Is it working?
I believe so. Let me pull
Just
it
off
up.
for a sec.
It's just a white screen.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Cool.
Wait, I think we got it.
What do you see?
The
Your
first
power-
slide.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone.
I see like the actual PowerPoint window, not like the presentation. Oh, now it's back to white. Oh,
Okay. That.
oh,
What?
it's flashing.
I don't know how to fix that.
Is there
So when I
sound?
go to full screen, it turns to white. Is what you're telling me?
Is there sound in your presentation?
No.
You can just share your screen. I didn't think I'd have to ask that, but there's been sound in the last 2 PowerPoint nights.
I was going to use sound, but I didn't have time.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
Sound adds so much chaos.
Okay. Are we good now?
I'm good.
Yes, I can see it.
Awesome. Okay. So
Everyone
can
else
I
has
start?
it. Well, let's make sure, because Therm's recording for our video too. So Therm,
Okay.
do you need anything? Cool. Good talk.
Oh yeah, did I need to record this, by the way?
No, you don't have to. This is Therm wants to make a video out of it. You can just be a participant.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And I think we'll stay unmuted for it. So I think that it's more fun if we like interact live.
Okay.
Right, Em?
No comment.
Can't wait.
Oh, Matt.
OBS isn't using my camera anymore.
There he is. Dude, look at the man. Look at him right here.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my
Go change.
video
Yeah.
capture just so I can go off my bit.
Don't hit me.
Oh my god.
Let's see. There it is.
Oh!
I
Oh my god!
I stapled a bed sheet to my dorm ceiling. I found tiny green sunglasses on the floor outside my dorm, and my friend gave me a scarf.
Dude. You were looking fresh. I gotta go change, I'll be right back.
I'm resourceful.
Is finding sunglasses on the floor or ground part of the college experience? I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's done that.
I'd probably at least once. I have a pair that I brought. They just didn't really stack up. to the blue ones.
Yeah, no way, no way.
I couldn't change. I put them on once, and I did the like end of the nose thing, and it just felt right. Now here we are. No going back.
Oh.
There's a chance my background's gonna fall halfway through. We'll see. So Z just I thought he was kidding. He actually just left.
Yep, we shamed him.
All right.
Is he live?
All right, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm
I
live,
think
yeah.
so. Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
Here we go. I got the flamingo drip now. I got the flamingo shirt and the flamingo tie.
Wow.
That was
Very nice.
really fast.
I sprinted. I almost broke the shirt.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna ask what that would mean, or how you would have pulled that off.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready to take notes.
I think Zach's the only one that needs to take notes for this one.
Oh my God, I hate this already. All right, introduce us to our first PowerPoint.
Okay, here we go. I'm doing my presentation on the five top things in Zach's apartment that I hate. And this is a picture of Zach's real door from his apartment, and no one's ever seen it, so you can't say that I'm wrong. So this is a picture of a blank wall, and unfortunately, it's not what Zach's walls look like. So I just kind of wanted to get like the biggest, most obvious thing out of the way first. Why don't Zach's walls look like this? Because they look like this.
Oh no, the goop walls.
They
I'm
have
sorry.
brown goo coming out of them.
What?
Can I explain myself? You can't open with brown goo. Come on.
And I mean, this can be up for debate, but I think brown is the worst color of goo that you could
I
have
didn't
coming out of your
choose
wall.
brown goo.
I'd prefer brown to like purple, but I'm still alarmed.
Can I explain myself?
Okay, we can take
Sure.
questions from
Try.
there.
I don't know
live in an
how you're gonna
apart-
dig
I
yourself
live-
out of this one.
I live in an apartment, and the person above me has irritable bowel syndrome. No, I
Stop.
no.
That is
I-
not poop.
No, it's not. I do live in an apartment though, and every time it rains, the goop comes, and I don't know where it came from. And now I haven't put a service ticket order in yet, and it did
Hey.
just rain.
Right now, do that right now.
It's been going on for weeks, and it doesn't go away.
It rained
Immediately.
the first time. The first time it happened, I was really busy. I couldn't put a ticket in. I had to wait for it to rain heavy again, and then it finally did. And I wasn't busy.
And
And you haven't put a ticket
I
in.
didn't put a ticket in, but that's beside the point. The brown goo's not my brown. I'm sorry.
So maybe college dorms aren't that bad.
Oh no, you're living the dream compared to
I
the brown
guess
goo.
so. Yeah, I don't have any brown goo.
Oh,
I found a
okay.
sippy cup full of green liquid in my ceiling, though. That's pretty.
did you start at the top or does it get worse?
I started at the most obvious. So there are some
Okay.
things that are specifically things that I nitpick at. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move on to question and answer time. A question and in college they teach you to keep your PowerPoint keep the audience engaged. So
Yeah.
here we go.
I mean, you had me at goo, but
Question 1. In the home, where do you keep your trash?
Under the sink or very close to the kitchen, or in it somewhere.
in a trash can of sorts.
Oh, this. I didn't even read the question right. I thought that said trash can. Is the answer in his apartment not in the trash can?
Answer for
I got it.
most people.
You
Trash
suck.
can. Or trash bin if you're fancy. Okay.
Waste bin.
I hope everybody got that right. Question 2.
Wait, is this where? Oh, okay, okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the real answer to this one is how I misanswered the first one. It is under the sink and/or as close to the kitchen as he can get it.
My answer to this one is going to be on his YouTube channel.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh, shots fired.
Here's the answer.
Whoa.
Open trash bag in a cabinet by the washing machine. Okay. So,
Wow,
you
so
know,
Matt nailed it.
Not as bad as I was expecting.
Kinda.
It's all confined in the bag most of the time.
you got stinky yogurt, it's in that open bag. You got chicken, it's in the open, everything's in that open bag. It's not even tied. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 days yesterday I did buy him this. So that improved things. But it has been
Congrats.
like 2 months of the trash bag cabinet.
Look
I
at
was
that. It's
expecting
got a
that
little
just to be
latch.
wrapped up.
I know, it's so nice. It's got like a little
Z,
step pedal.
what?
Dude, I'm
Trash
I'm so
Twitch
busy.
subs, this is
Look.
what you're funding.
Look, I'm trying to make it as a content creator. I'm spending every available minute making content. I don't have time.
No. Don't try to make it seem like bending down to open a cabinet to try to fit something into a plastic bag is easier than stepping on the handle and tossing something in a bin.
I'm gonna
The
turn
problem
my
is the
apartment
bin-
into a
I didn't
safety
have the
hazard because I
bin.
love you all so much.
My people, come and help me clean up.
And that's the end of the Q&A section.
Thank
Great
you.
job, everyone.
Are you kidding?
Thank you. Okay, number 3. All right, this comes with a little bit of an intro. So that's a picture of Zach. You know, clearly that's obviously a picture of Zach in high school or something. And he really likes like open chips, and he's a true gamer. And true gamers really like it in the dark. So that brings me to my number 3 thing that I hate about Zach's apartment is that his blinds are never open. Absolutely never. He's never even touched them. I went over there like a month ago and opened them for the first time, I think, because there's a bunch of spider webs back there.
Yeah.
Just constant darkness. Constant.
I've lived here 4 months. They've been open once.
4 months.
You gotta get some light in there. Just stand in front of the window for like 2 minutes. You'll feel like a new person.
His skin never sees the sunlight. Okay.
What a shame.
Okay, this slide, ignore the the poorly edited Pepe. So
What
problem with
You're gonna kill Therm.
I just did like the remove background, and then I didn't feel like fixing it. Same thing happened with the baby. But this is a picture. Okay. The problem with this is not what's in the picture, but what's not in the picture, because this is a picture of Zach's snack drawer, and it's empty, and it's been empty for like 3 weeks. So that means.
What are you talking about? If you're hungry, you make muffins.
You just
That's so much work. It's so much work. When I go to
Why do
his
you
house,
have
like,
so much like baking mix? Oh my god.
I don't know.
Does
Does
not
he
like
like
he bakes
bake
it.
often?
No, and that's
Clearly
why
not.
I've had all of these things for so long, because I get them as gifts.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
I would
so
kill for a wild blueberry muffin, dude.
They look good, but no.
Winner
Every time
of
I go there,
PowerPoint night gets all the baked goods.
Oh yeah.
I just stay hungry when I'm there. Basically,
Cat.
So.
Blade, that's a cat.
Oh.
Hello, cat.
Oh, he is enjoying himself
Liquid
or
acid.
herself.
Okay. Okay. Last one. The 5th thing. I don't even remember what it is. Oh wait, this is what it would look like in a perfect world.
Oh, what a shame.
There you go. Okay. Next. Oh, it's this cabinet. Okay.
This
This is a normal.
It's above the fridge.
It's a normal cabinet. It looks fine, but my problem with it is the position of it being above the fridge, and this is a picture of me trying to reach it, and the rare chance that Zach does have snacks, he'll take them and put them in that cabinet so I can't eat them all. That's extremely hurtful. So that's the 5th top 5 things that I hate about Zach's apartment.
I was hoping I could scan all your fridge magnets to learn more about you, but Em was one step ahead with that, and now I'm sad.
Sorry. Thanks for listening.
I hated that.
Great work. I thought it was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank
Gold
you,
standard.
thank you.
Well,
Oh, so many cats.
They
Cat
can't.
stream. By the way, I had to join in on this too.
Ooh, dude, look
Oh
at
yeah.
you.
I need to comb my hair.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I love this. Oh my god. I am okay, thank you. Moving on.
You're welcome.
Look,
I
It's
know
not-
what you really want.
look,
I know what
There we
chat
go.
really wants.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you, it's not as bad as she made it look. It's bad, but it's not as bad, okay?
Look, you got to get that brown goo taken care of.
Yeah, for real, man. That's an actual problem.
Get some help.
Habu.
Get
Hello,
some.
Habu.
Get some help.
My god.
Did you?
Just
Oh,
came in
there
here
it
to
goes.
hurt my feelings.
That's all he had to say.
Liquid acid.
I hate him so much, man. Habu, I'm glad you lost Junimo Kart today.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm
Ooh.
lashing out. All right.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Yeah, I had that same energy. All right, I think Matt's next. I think
Okay.
you can take it away.
So I had some issues coming up with the topic until one day, just randomly, I had the thought, "Oh, that place is so stupid." Then I said, "Oh, that's my topic." Anyway, if you're from California, this is going to be a nightmare presentation for you, and I can't say I'm sorry. Let me make sure I'm clicked in here. There we go. And everyone can see the presentation here.
Yeah.
Okay. In-N-Out burger, more like In-N-Out burger,
Oh, like vomit.
like vomiting.
Oh,
Exactly.
Dude, dope.
In-N-Out burger is not good. It's just okay at best.
Wow.
Whoa, that's so controversial.
We got to start with why it's so popular. So they tell that all the food is fresh and there's no freezers allowed at any of the restaurants. And you would think that this is a positive thing, but think to yourself, what's the first few things you ask yourself about fast food? It's like, how does it taste? How much does it cost? And probably how close is it to me? I don't think I've ever considered, are they using fresh ingredients when it's fast
It's
food?
true.
It's not healthy for you regardless. Who cares if it's been frozen?
Hmm.
It's also a cultural icon if you're from California, but that hype is not doing it any sort of favors. Okay, you talk to any Californian, or they even have them down to here in Texas occasionally, and you'll talk to anybody, they'll be like, yeah, it's super good, super good. I'll get into a conversation later. I have a whole section for me to act out what every conversation goes like. But it's like it feels like Stockholm syndrome to me, because Californians will eat there. I know they're disappointed. I know it, but they'll go back anyway because it's a cultural icon.
Liquid acid.
And look at the lines.
Wow.
Look, if it was just at any point in time, just walk in, order, and leave. Have your mediocre food. I don't care. But people wait 2.5 to 3 hours to eat it. It's not worth your time. It's not.
True.
All right, let's look at their menu. When you go to In-N-Out, you have one question you need to answer, and that's how much would you like? There's not variety. It's one item in different quantities.
Oh my god.
Just for comparison, here's a McDonald's
Ah, so
menu,
good.
which is so big you can't read the individual items in this PowerPoint. Same with the Whataburger and Wendy's menus, because there's actually options. Okay, if you go with your friends, if you go to In-N-Out, we're getting burgers. Sorry, you go here. You guys want chicken? Maybe a salad? Maybe you want some.
Options.
Yeah. So inside of In-N-Out is just it's wrappers full of mediocrity.
Wow.
The burgers, which I would argue are the highlight, just okay. You eat it, you're not necessarily disappointed. But you're not happy you ate it. You're just like, okay, well, I ate.
Yep.
And the fries there, look, this is where they lose points. Okay, the fries are actually terrible. They're so bad. It's fresh potato. Remember, it's fresh. They cut it up. They fry it, and they hand it to you. You have to salt them yourself. Okay. They hand you little packets, and you have to salt them. And the salt doesn't stick. It doesn't, because and the fries are always undercooked. Okay. And you'll have
Sound like a
people,
disappointed father.
you have people who will say, but they have the secret menu. What about the animal style fries? It's not fries at that point. You're just eating spoonfuls of chili and cheese, and that's cheating. And it's really hard to mess up chili and cheese.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count. Okay, here we go. So this is every conversation I've had about In-N-Out Burger with someone who defends it, okay? It goes something like this. Have you ever had an In-N-Out Burger? Yeah, it's actually kind of bad. Their fries are awful. You have to get the animal style fries. Okay, well, that's like a secret item. Like everything. I mean, you want to just go there for chili and cheese fries. Yeah, but like it's so good. Is it though? Would you get the fries by themselves? No. Okay, the fries are bad, but like the rest is super. Okay, so how long have you had to wait? Oh, I've had to wait like 2.5 hours before. Was that worth it to you? Well, not really, but it's kind of like a fun thing to go. Okay, so it's not. You don't like it. Well, it's good. You don't like it. Every single one.
I do like how they
This
have
is
that
all
on like the
anecdotal, by the way.
secret menu, because
Yeah,
obviously the
it's-
main menu had too much going on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't fit another panel in every restaurant.
Yeah.
This is where it's purely anecdotal evidence for me. Burger, just okay. Fries, sad and unredeemable. I've said it already. I tried a shake from there one time. They didn't make it right.
Sour.
They put in way too much syrup and or had like expired ice cream or something. Again, that's an outlier experience, but it's important to note. So in conclusion, the experience a person can have at an In-N-Out ranges from mediocre to bad. And if you average those out, it's below mediocre. So don't eat In-N-Out so often. Find something better.
Thank you.
Good job. That was informative. And as someone who has actually never had In-N-Out Burger, I think you've convinced me to never have In-N-Out Burger.
There you go.
Yeah.
You'll be all the better for it.
I've had it once, and I agree with just about everything in that presentation, to be honest.
Good.
Wow.
Except my milkshake wasn't sour, but
Hey, you're lucky.
Sour-
everything else was on point.
I don't know if
I
we can
don't-
hold sour milkshakes against that franchise.
Look, it was made in one, so I'm gonna hold it against them.
All right.
Yeah,
Very sure.
you have all the right.
I'd be interested to see a tier list of fast food places from Matt at some
God,
point
I
in
would
the
make
future.
I would make a fast food. I will probably the second this is over. I will do that.
I can hear him typing it in.
I'm working on it.
I think I still need some time to recover from M's presentation. How about Blade goes next? I want to hear.
Sorry.
I want to hear Blade's thing.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Well, I'll say right now that if I sit down and try to be funny, I'm not funny.
Oh.
So I've gone more informational.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
First of all, Blade, I disagree with that because you make me laugh every day, sweetheart.
Love you too.
I don't think I didn't even know who Blade was like 6 months ago. I'm calling him sweetheart.
And we sing duets together.
Oh my god. I try to forget about that. You did great, but the other half didn't.
All right. So there we go. I'll hit record for my local one. Don't worry, chat. I'll keep Gordon on the screen here. I've got
Oh, Gordon, so cute.
Gordon is a favorite, and I do not mind using him for content.
Farm
yeah.
the viewers.
I'm pretty sure it does bring in people from the main page. They see a little picture of Gordon in the corner and come in,
That's all I
cat.
need.
All right. So I have gone for step nipping.
Oh my god. This is
Wow.
gonna be so nerdy.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna
What
learn.
in the valley is it? All right, so yeah, I put this together an hour ago, and I've already forgotten what it is. So, what you may have heard, RNG in the game in Stardew Valley uses a step count. You can use you can predict things like weather and daily luck, and that this RNG is used everywhere during the day, like getting a treasure fort in the Skull Caverns or getting a treasure chest when fishing. So, if you track steps during the day, can you affect RNG for the day? The answer?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I think yeah. Oh,
Yes.
what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, big no.
Wait,
He
for
got
the
us
day you're
all.
on. No.
Blade,
Tracking
look, hold on,
steps
hold on.
during
Blade,
the day.
Blade, hold on. You
Yes.
you knew that this is a trick question. Yet
He didn't. He was
You-
snickering to himself.
you basically did the equivalent of default dancing on us by adding a spin to this no. Like, no, idiots! Of course not. You didn't have to animate it.
I gotta get you back for those Kahoot questions.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Tracking steps during the day has no effect on RNG during the day. Tracking steps during the day helps you to make predictions for certain aspects at the end of the day. So you cannot use step counting to force treasure floors and skull caverns, to force treasure chests from fishing, to force freebie ladders, to force a whole heap of copper ore to show up. What's next?
Oh,
Randomness in Stardew. So we're going to look at what you can use step nipping for. So the way that RNG in you're right. This is going to get nerdy. The way that randomness in Stardew works is that a random object gets created, and this uses an RNG seed. This RNG seed is built up of a few things. Generally, it uses unique ID for this game. This is a seed that is unique to your save file. Each of your saves will have it's likely that each of your saves has a different unique ID for this game, and it remains constant over the life of that save file. Quite often it uses days played, and there's some other bespoke fields like a tile location, or geodes cracked, or tiles tilled, or a whole heap of things like that. How does this work with step counting? Want to see some code?
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, baby. You're taking me back to my
Thank
tutorial
goodness it's
days.
highlighted.
Can't
This
wait.
code sets up a game1.random for the day. So this uses unique ID for this game. It uses days played, and it uses steps taken. The total number of steps that have been taken over the life of the file is used to set up game1.random. You see that at the bottom with my really accurate highlighting.
Nice work.
Thank you. Where is game1.random used?
Oh
Everywhere.
my god.
Oh,
3,187 references to game1.random throughout the code.
Good lord.
So, how can we predict RNG? We need to know the seed, we need to know how it's used, and we need to track the state. We need to track how many times game1.random has been called at the time we want to do our predictions. Do we need to understand all 3,187 areas?
No.
Yes.
Yay!
oh, good job, Therm. I was
Suck
afraid.
it.
I was afraid to
Nice.
Let's
answer.
go.
I mean, you don't have to understand them if it's like too hard for you, but like you
Yeah.
get them
You
all,
want to be a
so.
baby and like use training wheels. It's fine.
What can we use step counting to predict? We can predict the dish of the day, including the amount of dishes that you get. You can predict if an NPC is going to send you a piece of mail that includes a gift. You can predict daily luck, and you can predict the weather, including Ginger Island. Is there anything else that we could predict? Maybe. In theory, you can predict what trees will give you shakers. So You shake a tree, you get a seed. You can predict what trees are going to plant seeds in the ground. You can predict what hoe dirt is going to be untilled. You can predict what gets placed in the farm cave. You can predict the number of spring onions you get.
God,
You
he's
can predict
getting
how
worked
weeds.
up. Oh no, he's getting
Oh my
excited.
God.
Game1.random is used liberally in updating the map overnight. However, you very quickly lose track of its state. For example, it is used for every fully grown tree to see if a seed should be spawned in the ground. If this check succeeds, it is used more times to determine where to place the seed. You would need to track every single fully grown tree to see if the initial check succeeds to know the state of Game1.random. That is just for trees. Something similar happens in the farm cave. There's a check to see if something should be placed, and then a check to see where it should be placed. It is used liberally when placing and spreading weeds. In order to fully track all overnight updates, you would need to track the state of every single tree on the farm, off the farm, every piece of dirt that has been tilled, the placements of spring onions. It's possible, but nowhere near feasible. Game1.random is used during the day for things like hooking fish and determining treasure floors in the skull caverns. It is used hundreds of times every frame when drawing the game to the screen. There is no way a human can track the state of Game1.random throughout the day, even with the best tools. You would have to read the game memory.
I don't know. I probably could. I'm really good.
All right, challenge accepted.
Oh,
Sorry,
Do
are
it.
you
Now.
borrowing my jokes? Is it? What's
did you say that already?
Maybe.
How would I
similar
predict
content, similar tone.
things?
Sorry, I missed it.
Z's frantically rewriting his presentation because he also wrote about In and Out.
How do I predict the things that I can predict? You can either use a mod. I've created a mod that displays on screen what the results of your step counts will be for the next day, or you can use Cordite Spreadsheet.
Oh god.
Oh,
This
God.
is a tool that doesn't interact with the game directly. Instead, you put in information based on your game. You enter the current day, the season, the days played, the game seed, the steps taken, and various other bits of information. It looks ahead to determine what the RNG is going to be, also reporting on what the RNG will be if you take additional steps. Very handy. How do I track my steps? You can manually count every single step that you've taken from the start of the file. You can look into your save file to see how many steps you've taken, or you can look at this handy computer in the casino. This gives you a up to the minute, up to the second, up to the frame, accurate step count of how many steps you have taken.
What animal is that modeled after? What is that?
Your mom.
All
Oh, dude, I got him. There he goes.
right, see ya.
Or counting steps as of the latest.
His chair is just slowly turning.
Sorry, Blade. Please continue.
Okay. As of the latest update, when moving at full speed, you only take a step when you hear the thud of your foot hitting the ground. So, any tips for counting steps? Don't take
Alright.
steps, or take very few. The easiest way to count steps is to not.
Nice.
So, what techniques do we have for counting steps? Or not taking steps? We have the stutter step.
Oh,
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oops, too far.
ooh.
So this is when you start walking, but before you take a step, you stop moving. You don't hear the thud, you don't take a step, and you just keep doing that throughout the day.
And that
A bit
doesn't
slower
count
than
as a
walking
step.
normally, but not only counts as a step if you hear the thud.
Ah.
Hmm.
We have the pause buffer. Very similar to the starter step. You don't lose speed, but it can induce seizures. This looks like
Oh, that's
My
so
God.
awful. How do you guys
My
enjoy this
worst
game?
nightmare.
interesting enough, this what you see here is the result of one day of fishing.
Wow.
2 Neptune slaves, a broken trident, a couple of diamonds. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, most importantly, the Nautilus fossil. This is from a museum completion run, and I need to fish up the Nautilus and an amphibian fossil from a treasure chest. Anyway, I digress.
Wow.
The Ministry of Silly Walks. This is when you hold down animation cancelling while using a tool like a pickaxe or an axe and walk. It looks a bit like this.
Piano taught me this one. I know this one.
I probably should have put in the video here, but didn't have time to make it. So it's slower than walking normally, but it looks funny, and chat loves it. And then finally, we have the shooting star. I was wanting to put in a sound effect here, so I'll just do it myself.
Yo, copyright.
He's too perfect.
So this is when you animation cancelling casting, and you can move at full speed in any direction. You don't take any steps. It is a bit glitchy though.
Beautiful.
We need to we need to make a video of that. Conclusion. Steps taken during the day do not affect RNG for the current day. You need to track the steps taken to affect RNG for the following day. The best way to track steps is to not take steps, and you can use called-out spreadsheet to assist in making predictions. The end.
Woo!
Blade. I wouldn't have expected any other presentation out of a man like yourself. That was wonderful. Thank you, Blade.
Thank you. Back to your regularly scheduled Gordon.
Oh, I've been watching the whole time.
All right, I'm going next. I have decided.
Oh,
All right. I dare you, dude. I dare you.
This is gonna be a controversial one. Oh, can't spoil that yet. All right, let me get it up and show in for my chat. Then I'll get it for you guys.
This would never work.
What was that?
So I'll just find the instructions of what you showed initially there.
Oh, of my PowerPoint?
Mm.
Yep.
All right. Allow me to convince you otherwise. All right. For some reason,
I
it
don't know what
just
it's about, but it just said you may say this will never work, so I obliged.
oh no, I'm not convinced.
This just says
What?
should be banned right now.
Yeah.
Why?
Should
What?
be
Where
banned,
are you
and
guys
it's hovering
seeing this?
above Z's head in his stream.
It just
Mods ban Z. Mods ban Z. Thanks.
No,
Real
I'm
quick.
ban this guy, the clock guy. All right. My presentation is going to be controversial. All right. I like to please people. Not tonight. The truth has to come out. People need to know what's truly important about life.
Clock.
Daylight savings time should be banned. I realize it makes it sound like by me personally. I don't have to be the one to do it. This presentation is by UnsurpassableZ.
No, you should go for it.
I should. All right, I'm busy after this, but
Yeah, you're getting the clout now.
all right.
You're
So,
becoming a household name.
for Blade, maybe in New Zealand, or just anyone that doesn't even know what this is, who lives in a good country, daylight saving time is the act of turning your clocks 1 hour forward for some reason, just for the summer, and then back in the winter.
Like what I just did over this last weekend.
Okay, so New Zealand,
Yes.
also a bad country. Noted. We're
Take that back. I don't live there, but take that back.
yeah, I know I do. Okay, no, not yet.
My new photo alert now.
I mean, I also live in the United States.
Wow,
which
Z's about to get canceled one slide in.
You are not going to be allowed to go to New Zealand ever. So
I'm not going to be allowed to go a lot of places after this. I'm about to fire a lot of shots. All right, here we go. Pros of daylight saving. It's only fair that that I go over the pros. So let's talk about who does this. As you can see, the countries here in the red are idiots. I live in a red zone. I like to refer to people in the purple zone as the enlightened. Red people are those that are doing daylight saving time currently. Purple once did it, but then were enlightened and no longer do it. And then those that have never adopted daylight saving time are known as the Chads. I would like to note, I'm going to throw a lot of shade at the United States here. Hawaii and Arizona do not conform to daylight saving time, and I think that is a very noble act of them. I just wanted to properly recognize their bravery. It has a confusing
Oh, dear,
name.
Animate my PowerPoints.
Let's talk about that, guys. Which of the following 5 names do you think is the proper name for this thing? Vote now on your phones.
My phone says the first one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
think the first
daylight
one?
savings time.
Who knows?
Number one.
Who knows is the answer, okay? I think it's the second one, but there should definitely be another S in there. Daylight saving time, savings times, something. Confusing name.
I'm almost positive it's the first one, but go crazy.
I don't think so. You'll actually notice. I looked it up during my presentation because I didn't know. I've crossed out every instance of the letter S when the phrase daylight saving time appears.
Oh, I thought that was a mistake.
Oh no, I struggle
did
through
I.
every time. No mistakes here except for daylight savings time. And I'll still mess
was
it up every
wrong.
time. This is George Hudson. He is the
And
creator.
extremely offensive.
This is George Hudson, the creator of daylight saving time. It is an ancient system created all the way back in 1918, a different time. I'm pretty sure.
Neanderthals were around in 1918.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I couldn't find an actual picture of George Hudson, and this is just what I imagine he looks like.
So he just had to use a picture of his mom. It's fine.
Nice.
Oh.
Thank you, Thor, for defending me.
So I'm pretty sure that George Hudson was the one who made it, and I think he did it because he wanted to study bugs, nerd, and he wanted to get up when the sun was up way early in the morning so that the bugs would be there. But he didn't like how the time was, so he just ruined it for everyone. Here's another reason why this is outdated. Are we in the middle of a World War I right now? Anybody know? No, we're not. Why do the farmers need that sun? We live in the era of the future, of the internet, okay?
You don't know why farmers need sun?
Am I allowed
still-
to like refute mid presentation?
I will take questions in a moment. No, you can refute. You can try to refute.
Okay. My claim is I'm almost positive daylight savings is not for sun, but is actually to save energy. And since there's an impending energy crisis,
So the
that's probably a
reason
good call.
the reason it's okay, well that's a great. I'm gonna use that to raise my point. I think I talk about this later. It's to save energy
Okay.
by having us all be awake when the sun is up. That was the idea when it was introduced in World War I. Have everyone be awake when the sun is up, then they don't have to like burn their lanterns or light their torches or whatever they did in 1918. Okay? It's the same idea now. Like, don't have the lights turned on because you're awake when the sun is up, right? But that's the issue. I'll talk about that in a second on one of my slides. That's another point also. No one knows what time it is in the U.S. ever because we're changing all the time.
8:45 my time zone.
Yeah, it's 9:45.
Okay. No one outside of the United States knows what time it is in the United States. Daylight
Wait, what
saving-
time is it?
Come on, man. We just said it.
Moving on.
Oh, no.
Moving on. He doesn't know, and he speaks for all of the world. Okay, so
Gordon knows.
whether you sleep until noon or you go to bed with the grandpas and grandmas at 9 p.m., I think we can agree most people are awake from 12 noon to like 9 p.m., right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Sure.
do we take the time that the sun is up in the summer and move it an hour earlier so now the sun is setting at 4:30 p.m.? Why? So that the sun can rise at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning? There's plenty of people who are still asleep at 7:30 or 8 in the morning for multiple more hours. Everyone is awake for multiple more hours once the sun goes down. All daylight saving time is doing is taking the sun away from us. Where is my vitamin D?
It's my curtains.
What was that, Blake?
And it fades my curtains.
It does.
Uh,
Yes, Matthew?
nothing.
Exactly. He can see my points starting to come to the surface. Next
Try to
point.
get a drink of water.
So
Can't
now
do
you
that.
may think, if this is such a terrible system, why don't we opt out of it? Well, here's the deal. You are allowed to participate in or be in the bad time, what the United States follows during the winter, where the sun rises earlier in the day. You're not, however, allowed to be in the good time, which is during daylight saving, the summer, all year round. You're not allowed to be in it. It is written into the federal law. You would have to introduce a new law in order to do that. You could be like Arizona, you can be like Hawaii and stay in the winter times, but you cannot go to the time that makes more sense, where the sun is setting later in the day. Who's with me? Let's take a vote. Vote now on your phones. What do you guys think? Who's with me? Daylight saving, good or bad? I will also answer any questions or concerns you may have.
My phone is dead, so I abstain.
What are your plans for starting the super PAC to lobby for this change?
Well, you don't need funding when 99% of
you.
people are on your side.
Okay.
Okay, you don't understand.
I gotta hear why you're against this.
The government's being lobbied by big daylight savings, by big daylight. Okay.
Big daylight?
Mr. Saving.
No. Say this is so. Not Mr. C.
I'm just playing hardball. No, I'm with you.
Okay. Okay, Therm?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, Blake?
Shut up, Z. Your presentation's over.
Yeah, let's roll with the crowd.
Okay. M?
Woo!
Yeah, I'm in there.
All right. Well,
Enthusiastic from everyone.
Awesome. Well, then that brings me to my actual topic, because I knew that wouldn't be controversial enough. I knew that you guys would agree with me. I knew that you guys would see the logic in my ways. And so now that we've all established this baseline, I must reveal to you my true opinions. Bum bum. There should be no time zones. Bum bum. Again, by UnsurpassableZ.
That actually had the effect of a major movie twist on me, to be honest. But in a way,
As long as you're the one who has to get up at 1 a.m. for the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no time zones. But well, okay, all that does. I mean, you're gonna present this, so I'll let you say it. But
That would make it even more. All right, go for it, dog. Go crazy. This could never work.
Thank you. Thank you.
It never worked.
It's all it does is push the confusion from what time is it to where you are to what time is it that you're getting up.
Yeah. When do your people rise?
Exactly. But how many? What would you rather have to establish? When do your people rise? Or, oh no, I missed an event because I forgot how to convert time zones properly. I forgot to tune into twitch.tv/unsurpassableZ at 7:30 Eastern because I forgot that my daylight savings time messed it up. I'm in a different time zone, right? Oh no, I forgot because I'm traveling and now I'm in Central Time. I forgot. I missed a thing. Oh, when do you want to do this event? Oh, 4 p.m. Okay, let me just run it through a calculator real quick. No, let's just say, hey, we're going to meet at 3 p.m. Are you awake
not
at that
use
time?
Google?
Yes, I am.
Did you just admit on stream to being stupid?
Oh my God, Shawty's here!
He's announced his presence.
Oh my God, dude, what a twist!
You need to show the Discord call now.
I wanted to sneak in all sneaky like.
You nailed
Scared
it
the
until you
crap out of me,
started
too.
doing that noise.
Shawnee, perfect time.
Thank you.
So you may say no one knows when other countries are awake, right? Would you think that it's ridiculous, Therm, as someone who just said this 3 seconds ago, that the sun rises at 7 a.m. for me, but 12 p.m. for you? Is that ridiculous?
Yeah.
Would the world be able to function?
No.
No, that's worse, actually.
I present to you a case study. You already don't know when other countries are awake. And China is already doing this. China? They got a lot going on. That is not good. It has nothing to do with their time zones, though. Look, this is the China time zone. They share one.
They got a lot going on.
They got a lot going on. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. China's got some stuff that's not going their way. Got a whole lot of communist stuff up in there, but
So anyway, I'm gonna use them as an example.
well, it works for other places that are wide, but China as the example because it's easier to talk about one country that does it because it applies to other places here, but it spans multiple countries. So China as an example already does that. They have one time zone where the sun will rise at 7 a.m. for people in like Eastern China and noon for people in Western China. And nothing, like, they're doing fine besides all the communist stuff, but I don't think they're communist because of the time zones. Okay?
You never know, dude.
I don't think so. Now, here's the other thing. We made up time. We just made this up. Okay? Someone literally, you could have called it frog o'clock, and as long as everyone knew what frog o'clock meant, it would have been fine. Now, let me give you a brief, so like what we call it is arbitrary, of course. If we made it up from scratch, like today, no concept of time, have to come up with something new, do you think we would say, okay, we'll call what is right now, that's going to be noon, and then we're done? Or do you think we're going to divide into all of these fun little slivers and have everyone be an hour off from each other unless you're this little area, which is half an hour off, unless you live in the United States, which is an hour sometimes, like 4 hours behind Europe sometimes, and 5 hours behind other times, and sometimes like right here at this, at this east to west location, you're in this time zone, but then in the exact like same over here. We made it up. I don't think it's over.
Z,
it's
it's
over.
frog o'clock. You gotta wrap it up.
It's frog o'clock. I'm gonna wrap it up.
You got to make up time.
Here's how we made time zones, okay? Originally, we just all humans said, when the sun is highest in the sky, that shall be noon. Then we invented trains, and we started getting around from place to place way too quick. And all of a sudden, I would be noon at my pocket watch. I'd board the train, go to your town, and it would be 12:15. And I'm 15 minutes off. I'd be like, what? How is this possible? We said we should truncate this to make it easier. The world is changing. We have trains. The time is not local anymore. We're living in a more, connected world where we can travel quickly and we're talking to people from different areas. It would be better if we all ran on the same time. Thus, time zones were created. But then another change happened. The internet, phones. We communicate with people from all over the world now. Why have we not made this same change? Who's with me?
Your slide shattered like your argument.
Yeah, I'm not personally.
Look, it just pushes the same kind of confusion onto a different thing.
Yeah, that's
And
more
because-
layers of
because we
confusion for me.
change, like,
It's
look,
confusing because you're used to the other system.
no,
But
no,
if
no,
you
no, no, no,
gave it
no.
a chance.
First of all, you get up in the morning, right? You know morning is when the sun rises and stuff, but so you'd be like, oh no, you're talking to someone across the world, you're trying to schedule around the idea of morning, but now your morning is, well, the concept of morning wouldn't exist even.
You can't memorize the time difference between you and someone else. Instead, you have to instead of just knowing a number of the time difference, you have to know like when they
Sun
wake up.
position.
You already
It's
have to
weird.
know that. Like if I'm trying to schedule something with Blade, I have to know that like he starts his day 17 hours before I do. And I have to do that.
I think you're
like,
just not very good
conversion.
at addition.
I'm just
Look,
better
look.
like that.
Look, so
He's from the
you get rid of time zones, okay? Instead of going, it's 8 o'clock here, so over there, do some math. It's 6 p.m. You have to go, it's 8 o'clock here. Where in the sky is their sun?
Yeah,
It isn't appropriate to contact them at this
Well,
point.
see-
Where's their sun at? That's so much worse.
Hard to quantify.
Z, I'm with you. I think you worked really hard on this. and
Thank
I'm
you,
very proud of
Shawnee.
you.
This is the only thing you've said, and it's been wonderful.
You worked very
Z,
hard. I
it's-
think we
he
should all
showed up
support him.
later than halfway through your presentation. So I think him being the only one who agrees with you is not a
He
compliment.
didn't
I got
even have to
major
hear the
points.
first part. No, here's the thing. There's always going to be confusion scheduling time-based things with people from a different part of the world. So why would you rather have that confusion be upfront, or would you rather have someone not know what time something's supposed to happen and they miss it? Because that's what currently happens. People do the time zone conversion incorrectly, and then they don't know what's going on, and then they miss stuff. If you had to do the conversion up front, you would know exactly what time everyone's talking about, and you would know exactly what times work well for you.
See,
I
do
will
you not
say,
know how
I
to
think
convert time zones?
I think what will be more useful for you, Z, is a Discord add-on that when you send the time, it converts to their
The
time
problem
zone.
is bigger than me.
Or simple.
Oh, okay,
addition
sorry,
skills
I know I
would
missed the
also
first
help.
half.
Simple addition and subtraction skills would be good as well.
I'm actually quite good with time zones. This argument comes from my people missing my streams. People, yeah, that's it. That's it, pretty much. Just want to make sure everyone knows
Yeah.
what my stream is.
Hey, Z,
That's why your view
Z's
counts
chat.
are low.
F's in the chat for his argument, guys.
I will have you
F's in the
Yeah,
know-
chat.
all of you who were able to subtract 1 from your time.
I will have you know 37% of people agree with me. Thank you very much. I rest my case.
37. That's dog.
That's pretty
Guys,
high.
Z, check your chat.
That's a
Higher than
number.
I thought.
I mean-
37%. You're laughing at me? I just got 37% of people to say that the way that all humans have been doing time is wrong. That's a dub, man. That is a dub.
Sure,
Pretty
whatever helps
Yeah.
you sleep at whatever helps you sleep at frog o'clock.
I'm checking your.
Frog o'clock.
Whatever helps you sleep at the abstract concept of darkness.
I'm checking the
Frog
users in your
o'clock.
chat, and I'm seeing agree with Z-bots. What's that about?
This has not been a PowerPoint night that has been very kind to me. Therm, it's your turn to present, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, it's really nothingness. Let me hold on. I gotta get my OBS all set up.
Oh shoot. I should do that.
Oh,
It's
Sean,
gonna
you prepared a
take some
PowerPoint?
time.
I did,
Oh,
of course.
good.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had
You
time or
thought I
not.
came in here unprepared? No.
I don't know. Habu came
Share
in here and bullied me and then left.
screen.
Hey, just by the
As
way,
he should.
we can do this at the end, or if we're having technical difficulties and need a quick intermission. I built my fast food tier list.
Wow.
Oh, I have one of those too.
Perhaps you could share that.
If you share a screen on Discord, does it share audio?
Only if you select that specific window. If you share the whole screen, no.
Oh, I did the window. Okay, we'll
Oh, then
see.
you'll be
Maybe it'll
fine.
work.
Yeah.
Okay, is everyone? It's just a face right now,
Oh,
but there will be more. I
yes.
promise.
Yeah, I see it.
It's a strong start.
Okay, here we go.
Right
I'm
there.
already
Oh.
Welcome, one and all. Why is it glitching out? Is that just me?
Just you.
Okay,
Looks good to me.
perfect. I'll try to read the text. It's freaking out right now. Let me make sure my OBS isn't also. It's not. Okay, so it's literally just me. Welcome to the Walmart Mac and Cheese Smackdown, featuring my friend Davey. And there's a little arrow.
Hello, baby.
Hello, Davey.
Every single one of my slide transitions will take exactly this long.
I hate it. You had to manually do that.
I did, yeah. Okay. This is the cease and desist I got from Mr. Walmart for using his name. So that's important to note. Anyway, moving on. Gotta wait
You
for
got a
the.
cease and desist from Mark Walmart?
Yes,
Marky Mark?
Mr. Walmart himself. We begin with terrain preparation. So a little bit of backstory. This was originally going to be my face reveal video. I recorded it with my friend Davey. The audio was so awful that I could never turn it into a video. But I have the video files, and I didn't have a set. So what we did was we ran to the nearest party city and just grabbed like $10 worth of children's party decorations,
Paw
which
Patrol, very
included
nice.
Paw Patrol tablecloth, Blue's Clues, hanging decorations, and of course, unnamed Minion inflatable in the back right, and Davey. Yeah.
You bought Davey from Party City.
And Davey. How much did it cost?
Yes. Like $14.95 is a clearance. So there's our terrain preparation.
Oh.
We have some bonus footage. Let me know. It's only like 20 seconds long. Let me know if you can hear this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. No.
Same.
a little bit more in the corner. You can kind of see him like.
So we hadn't even started yet, and that was our footage so far. So that's your fun bonus footage. So congrats. All right, let's begin.
I was gonna say, Mr. Therm,
So
what does this have to
each-
do with mac and cheese?
It started with the
well-
special features.
Patience, grasshopper. So each slide is going to have 3 bullet points of description, a high 4K res image, a Davey quote from my good friend Davey, and then we'll score it in the bottom right. So starting off with the classic Kraft mac and cheese cup. We're only doing cups, by the way. This is all cups. We specifically did cup mac and cheese.
The
because
prepackaged
it seemed
cups.
like it would
Got
be better. Yes.
Oh, you guys are
it was
ranking
cheesy.
food.
Yeah.
Okay, when I heard SmackDown, I thought it was like a mud pit event or something.
Oh,
I was really
goodness.
confused.
What, is he just gonna
No,
give us
but
a
that will be
slideshow of
next.
pictures from the
That's what I thought. I was like, that's
their
what the audio was so
inflatable
bad
pool
because they were
mac and
like
cheese fight?
jumping around in mac and cheese or something.
Do not fear. That is
Sorry, Therm.
coming right up. No worries, my man. So it was cheesy, it was yummy, and it was hazmac noodle. So those are our 3 bullet points for that one. Davey quote. It's not like I'm eating this and I'm like, wow, that puppy's cheesy. And here are scores. Each mac and cheese will be scored on a scale of cheesiness, texture, presentation, and overall experience. The scores are not necessarily out of 10. They can be out of anything. It is just an abstract number.
Okay.
So we gave it a 7 for cheesiness, 7 for texture, 6 for presentation, 9 for experience, total for 27. Docked it a couple points because one of the noodles ended up in my sinuses, which I did not appreciate very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so lost a couple points for the sinus noodle. Do I hear a question, or are you just not able to keep up with what's going on?
Yeah. So how'd you get that in there?
I ate it.
Okay. Well, the sinus is above your mouth, so like.
You've never gotten like a fry or like a noodle like in your.
Look,
in your
I've gotten
system?
liquid up in the sinus. Okay, I've never once gotten a solid.
That
piece
happens
of
to me
food
constantly. Is that just
Therm,
me?
you need help,
Sometimes I'll
man.
swallow something weird and
to
it'll
the
like get
doctor.
lodged in there. Okay,
Go to
well.
the doctor.
Oh, what?
So moving on to the next slide. Here we go.
Can't wait.
You better
Welcome
not
to
have gotten this
Flaming
up
Hot Cheeto Town. Oh, there's an
Ooh.
S on there.
There's a
Don't
little
mind that.
spillover on that.
there. Been looking at
So
try
this is
one.
real. This is not color graded at all. This is real. This is
my
what we really saw. This is real. It was red. It was very, very red. And burned like the fires of eternity.
Mhm.
And our
sinus.
Davey quote, and sinus, yes. The Davey quote, getting a lot of smells from this bad boy, holy Jeebus. Which was absolutely accurate. There were a lot of smells. A lot of smells. Here are our scores.
Ooh.
Didn't really taste like cheese. It just tasted like pain. So 3 for cheesiness. Texture was a 2. It was straight water.
Sounds like
We
you're
gave it a
wrong, but-
strong 10 for presentation because we thought the red was hilarious. So that's gonna hard carry Flamin' Hot Cheeto. Experience gets a 5. Definitely taste-wise, experience would be a 2. But you just can't match that experience. Like, look at it. Even looking at it is in itself an experience. Like, tell me you're ever gonna forget about this picture.
Hey, how many points off would it be if this one would have made its way into your sinus, as that happens so frequently?
Probably like 20, because that would have been
No.
one of the most painful experiences of my life.
That would not
but
have
it
been
didn't.
good for the score.
Fortunately.
Keep that
Don't,
neti pot
no,
on you.
no
man.
worries. But I do appreciate the concern. Moving on. Just give it a moment. Just give it a moment.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheesy jalapeno Antichrist. So
This better win.
this was something. This is the one that inspired me to make this. Is I couldn't find a picture of the cup, so it's the box. I saw a bright green cup of Cheetos cheesy jalapeno mac and cheese at a Walmart. And I was like, I mean, how is this still being sold? And as I was thinking that, this poor 10-year-old child put it in his mom's cart. And I was like, I guess that kid. I was like, well, now I have to try it. So I bought literally everything they had. This being one of them. It was spicy. It was gross. And no further comment. I genuinely could not think of a third bullet to add. I think I really just summed it up with spicy and gross. The Davy quote coming into this gotta be the one I'm most scared of. I'm gonna have to reciprocate that one.
Such a good Davy quote.
And here are our scores.
Ooh.
It was cheesier than the Flamin' Hot. Texture was a little better, still pretty watery, but again better than the Flamin' Hot. Presentation loses some points because it wasn't red. And the experience is a 2 because this one was an absolute enigma. I can't figure out how to describe this accurately. It tasted fine. It felt fine. Originally, we ranked it not too bad because I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't too terrible. But then afterward, that was the one where every time I thought about it, I almost threw up. And I can't think why that was, so I had to dock it some points in experience.
I need to ask, just for my own curiosity.
Yes?
Are you a fan of just the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos?
I've never had them.
Oh, that doesn't help me at all.
Do you think
I'd
this
probably
left,
like 'em.
Do you think this left like an emotional damage? Like this left
Oh,
emotional
100%,
damage to you?
yes.
Yeah, I feel like
100%.
I feel like your bad experience was very internal for this one.
I think about it and I like twitch for a second. It's not great. That one really messed me up emotionally.
You think you might have gotten a haunted box? Because you said it tasted fine. Are you cursed?
It didn't. Well, it tasted fine the first time, and then I gave it 10 minutes, and then it was one of the worst things I've ever eaten, which is why I don't really know
You
how
let
to
the mac
rank
and
it.
cheese sit out and congeal for 10 minutes.
Do you think
It wasn't the texture, Matt. I promise you. It was some. It had some X factor that almost killed me from the inside.
Do you think that it was
so
potentially
strange.
made by the same person that made Matt's terrible In-N-Out milkshake from earlier?
that
Well, it
must
wasn't
be it.
sour.
Okay,
It was
okay.
just painful. So yeah, that's why I felt the need to tack Antichrist onto the header, because I just felt there was no other way to express it. Believe it or not, though. What's next? Okay, never mind. We're not quite there. This is the fancy schmancy kind. Devour
Oh.
Ooh.
Alfred with bacon. So
Is
here's
it devour or devour? Because I see two different iterations up here.
Oh yeah, Davor, I think. This is the fancy kind. It comes in a box. It has like all the little packages of the individual ingredients are like gold colored, so they really think they're incredible. About as pretentious as it gets. So it was fancy. It was definitely squishy. And it did in fact feel like gravel. I couldn't quite put my tongue finger on what the texture was like until because there was something very firm in there, and then I realized that the bacon bits, maybe they just spray painted pebbles red. I don't know. It didn't taste like bacon, but did taste like hard. They tasted like a rock. So it felt like I was eating moist gravel. Yes, question?
How is it both squishy and feels like gravel?
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
That's
I
why it was
guess.
so confusing to eat.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, I'll just admit that I won't understand this.
Then you've
Until
already
I've
become
experienced
one
it.
step closer to enlightenment. Zach,
Merry
don't worry
place.
about it.
Merry place.
The Davy quote for this one: oregano and acid are my two favorite flavors. So he didn't mind this one too much. It did taste like oregano and acid. Here are our scores. Pretty good overall. It tasted good. It was just the texture that threw us for a loop. So this one's pretty solid overall. 7 for the cheesiness, 3 for the texture, 8 for presentation, 7 for overall experience, for a very respectable 25 out of nebulous number concept. Next slide.
That was a
So
lot.
here's
for
the thing.
Feels like gravel. Jeez.
So here's the thing. Oh, well, there's a reason, Sean, is that feeling like gravel is nothing compared to what we were about to experience.
Oh boy.
So, welcome to Chef Boyardee.
Ugh.
This
Oh,
one
good.
confused me. Also, I spilled it on my chair, which was really sad. This one confused me the most because I love Chef Boyardee, and I assumed their mac and cheese is probably serviceable. I love their microwave meals. Always been down for some spaghetti and meatball, mayhaps some beefaroni on a cold winter's eve. But the mac and cheese, as you may have picked up from our bullet points over there, was not good. It was bad. And it genuinely did taste like banana bread.
That is so strange.
It tasted so strongly, like specifically banana bread. I can still remember it tasted like banana bread with like sour chemicals is what it tasted like. It was intense.
Matt.
It was at first. I wish I could show off the clip of Davey and I eating it for the first time. It was a lot of, well, it was the Davey quote. Oh God, I don't. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? I don't like that. Which is exactly how we both felt. Until I realized that it tasted like banana bread, and then we both immediately were like, yes, that's 100% what it tastes like. So it's hard to believe, but it's true. So here are our scores for Chef Boyardee.
Oh, no.
Kind of a rough go. Presentation wasn't too bad. I mean, I'm a mainstay of the classic Chef Boyardee cup. And nothing tasted like cheese, but there appeared to be cheese. So we gave it 2 pity points for that. There was the appearance of cheese. Texture had to be 0 because there was just nothing. There was so much give. The pasta and the sauce were the same consistency, which is actually really impressive. It tasted like, or it felt like, texture-wise, it felt like if you ate the residue that collects in like the dish drainer. That's what it felt like. So naturally the experience had to take a bit of a hit there. Because not only was it one of the worst things I've ever eaten, it also got on my chair and on my carpeted floor, which is still stained yellow to this day.
Oh.
So that's going to be minus 92. And I have tested this myself. If you get up nice and close to the stain, it still smells like banana bread, and I will take that to my grave. Is everyone enjoying thus far?
Yeah,
No.
I do appreciate that you did what I did and took your anecdotal events and wholeheartedly considered that in your deciding.
I mean, yeah.
I spilled it, so it loses points. That's fine.
Exactly.
I got a
It
sour
was-
milkshake, so in and out's bad.
Yeah, precisely. So sorry, chef, but you're gonna have to spend a couple more years at culinary school after that one, mister. Not a good look for you. We're not done though.
Oh God.
What the
So
Sorry, forgot this
while shopping for mac and cheese, I found a cup of mashed potatoes.
This is
And I was like, well, this looks like the cup mac and cheese, right?
What?
I see some of you have already noticed the Davey quote, which is, "This is mashed potatoes." He was correct on that note.
Did you tell him beforehand? You just serve him mashed potatoes.
I told him beforehand that there was a sneak contender. I didn't tell them specifically that it was mashed potatoes.
Incredible.
It was mashed potato. It was not mac and cheese, disappointingly. It was genuinely one of the most surprising, I'll put it that way. It was one of the most surprising culinary experiences of my life. Because let me tell you, the sequence of events of Idaho and microwavable buttery home style mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
You open it up, it's straight powder and it smells like yeast, and you think, what have I done? Just what have I done? And then you have to pour water in it, and it does this. It looks like the baking soda and vinegar kind of thing, where it starts to like froth a little bit, but in like a funky way. So I just kind of accepted at this point that I was not going to be making it to age 20. Threw it in the microwave machine. on high for a couple minutos, and genuinely, when it came out, first of all, I was just surprised that it had like solid. It became solid and had like mashed potato consistency, and I was like, wow, it actually kind of worked. As you can see by the scores, was genuinely one of the greatest things I've ever consumed in my 18 years of life. Unfortunately, did have to tank the 0 on cheesiness. Did not get a lot of cheesiness.
You should have added like a piece of cheese, like shredded cheese, just a little.
Well, that wouldn't have been fair, Matt. This is supposed to be a fair competition.
You're right.
But it's all right because it made up for it
Yeah.
with a perfect 10 in texture, which was shocking. Presentation was a 5 just because of the kind of freaky bit at the beginning. I couldn't think of what to rank it as an experience, and the first number that came to mind was 27, so I just kind of threw it down because it actually was very good, and I will never... I don't think I'll ever experience the same amount of like pleasant surprise that I did with this cup of mashed potatoes. It was transcendent. I can't think of how else to describe it. So moving on, we have our final scores. Bringing up the rear with negative 92 points is going to be our Chef Boyardee. Fought valiantly, couldn't quite make it happen, couldn't quite convert.
Imagine if that cup of mac and cheese was the thing that jumped off the shelf and rolled behind you on your way home and followed
I
you into your
would
house.
probably never stop running. I would just flee eternally. 5th place, barely sneaking out of last place. Would have been last place if not for Chef's insane mistake. Was Cheesy Jalapeno with the 17-pointer. Top 5. Can't scoff at that. Top 5.
You can when
Pretty
there's
impressive.
6.
Of 6.
No.
Top
Like,
5,
just
guys. Top 5.
Top
Top
5.
5 of 6.
Top
What did you
5
get top
in the
5 of?
entire Walmart of cup mac and cheeses. One could argue top 4 because potatoes, but I mean, pretty solid performance from Cheesy Jalapeno. Taking it a step further, Flamin' Hot Cheeto defeated its cheesy green brother with a 3-point lead, 20-pointer. While Cheesy Jalapeno was initially ranked higher when we first ate them, at the end we had to drop Cheesy Jalapeno a lot of points just because neither of us could move on from what we had just experienced. It was really tragic. So Flamin' Hot takes 4th. Now we're moving on to the podium. This is where it gets serious. 3rd place is going to be our Devour Alfredo Bacon Mac with a respectable 25 points. Still a failing grade, but respectable nonetheless. So that kind of is a testament to the caliber we were dealing with, that the dish that felt like gravel is in the top 50% of our list. Kind of worrying, but that's just how it panned out. Tooth is going to be our classic craft Easy Mac, which we definitely underscored because it's delicious and absolutely dominates everything below it.
And it's easy.
And it's easy. It does not deserve to only be 2 points ahead of Devour. I would eat Easy Mac over Devour 10 times out of 10. Which means everybody knew it was coming from a mile away. Taking home 1st place is going to be the mashed potato with an incredibly strong 42 points. I mean, it was just never a competition from the beginning.
It shouldn't have been.
Actually... Shut up.
It's mashed
I
potatoes.
actually purchased...
Yeah.
Z, I'm going to ask you to please watch your tone for a moment. It was so good that I actually bought more before college and ate all of it in the first week. So it deserves its win.
Same.
It's outstanding. And you may think that marks the end of my presentation, but we have one little bonus game for everybody. So if you want to, folks at home, if you want to take this fun quiz, what kind of mac and cheese are you?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I've analyzed it. I've taken it. It looks like the type of mac and cheese that I am is mac and cheese.
yeah.
What about you
That's
guys?
so weird. I got mashed potatoes.
I also got mac and cheese, actually. So folks in the chat, I know you would get bored out of your mind by Z's presentation, so I thought I would bring a little bonus game to the table for you all. So, let me know what you got in the live chat. I'm not watching, but do it anyway.
Hey, I'll relay. Looks like the Truly Gruesome also got mac and cheese. Very
Wow.
nice.
Oh.
Very nice.
That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed the game. This one took me a while. And this this leads me to my final slide. There you go.
Yay!
All right, Sian, thanks.
Yay.
You know, you probably could have shaved off 15 minutes with some normal transition speed.
Well, I wanted it to be a slow burn.
Right.
That was the goal.
Okay.
A slow
And I feel like
burn
I accomplished
that ultimately resulted in mashed potatoes being the best mac and cheese.
Definitely.
And honestly, I've had those mashed potatoes. That was the right decision.
Thank you.
Those things are great.
You're a winner.
The buttery. Oh.
It's good. It's good. I don't know how they made it taste like butter, but they did.
Hey, Shawnee.
What's up?
Chapstick.
Oh dear.
So sensual.
Can I show
That was
this
a
on
lot to
stream?
take in. Jesus. Jeez Louise.
All right, Sean, you're our last presentation, my friend.
Oh God, I'm going last? Okay.
Yep.
Close this out, bub.
Thank you, Therm.
Thank
No
you,
problem.
Therm. Great work.
Call him Bub. What are you, Wolverine?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. It's true.
I've never heard anything said so confidently before.
I've shared my screen.
Perfect.
Because he lies about.
My presentation is called Why Habu. Well, I guess
No, it's
now
not.
that I
Strong
read it,
start.
No, that's not your
it's
title.
called Why I Habu should retire and I should become him
Perfect.
by me.
It's such a
Nice
creative way
start.
to say that you are Habu. Well,
Your
Yeah.
first question might be, who is the Habu? If you don't know, Habu is a Stardew speedrunner who speedruns a game called Stardew Valley. He is in the top of many different categories, like the fishing bundle, he's up there, and the pantry bundle, he's the only person who's ever done the run. And this is for the community center percent. He's a well-known person in Stardew Valley. I've actually got an example of like how good he is at Stardew Valley right here. This is his performance
I
in the
know what
recent
this is.
Stardew Valley Cup.
He's doing so well.
He's doing really well, right? Look at all these moves that he's making. Can you believe this was only done in 3 hours? This is
It's
crazy.
a lot of moves.
Oh, no, I skipped. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Hold this 1 second. It's right here.
Oh.
We don't have to look at
Oh.
that part. That part is not important.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Oopsie
Sorry
boo.
about that. The Habu is also one of the biggest streamers in the Stardew Valley community, right? So you might think, wow, he's really got it all. It's almost like he's top of his game. He's doing it all at the same time. Some might call him one of the largest figures in all the Stardew Valley sphere. So then you might ask,
But
he's been doing this for so long, since October of 2017. Isn't this man tired? Don't you think we should let him rest?
Isn't he old?
Isn't he very old and decrepit? Those
Yeah.
at the top have more important things to do than hard work.
that's a misplaced
Who said
comma,
that?
Sean.
Wait, whose quote is that?
That's
There
from me.
there should not be a
Myself.
comma after do, Sean.
And that was Dwayne the Rock
I've-
Johnson.
Or
said
after
that.
top. Wait, what?
My blade.
Those
This
at
is
the
me?
top
Have more important things to do
than hard work.
than hard work. Good work.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Anonymous quote. This is a philosophy that I've created called Dukenomics. named after my name, SeanieDew.
Really?
The king should be supported by his peasants, and the peasants should do the work for him and support him, and they lift him up so that he can achieve even greater goals. Therefore, I believe that I should become Habu. Now you might ask, and I've gotten this question many times before, how do I plan on becoming the Habu? He's going to give me the login to his Twitch account. It's just that simple.
Identity theft is not a joke, Sean. It affects hundreds of families every year.
But I'm assuming the identity of him. I'll just become him for all legal purposes. I'll pretend to be Habu, and then no one would even notice he was gone. And then Habu could go and do greater things, like whatever it is he wanted to do, like something else. And I could be him, okay?
Nice
Great
work. Why?
Great point.
You might say, why?
Why?
So many people are saying why.
What?
Habu can live the life of luxury that he deserves.
Ah.
He's got $7,000 to his name at least. I know that, and at least I'm a sub on Twitch, so at least $7,002, $7,000, $2.02. So that's a lot of money.
Nice work.
He's got a lot of money at least. I forgot. But why should I be the one to take over for Habu? It could be anybody, but I think it should be me. Here are my Stardew Valley credentials. I did not come in last place in the Stardew Valley Cup.
Let's go.
True.
Outside.
I was the second person to have a sub 4-minute hat mouse % run. The first being Habu himself. Coincidence?
I had that 316, but
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Please
I
be
have
quiet, he's
10,000
presenting.
hours of Stardew Valley practice. I've paid 10,000 hours of the game, and I've practiced
true.
animation canceling for 4,000 hours.
you.
Do you have
Oh, here it
do you
is.
have sources to cite for those?
Yes,
him.
that'll be at the end, an APA citation. So I have
Okay, good.
some gameplay of me playing Stardew Valley. I've been practicing a lot to show you that I could be a speedrunner, just like Mr. Habu. This is in real time, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at how good I am. It's only been 8 seconds, and I've already got the parsnips.
Whoa. Nice pickaxe
Right?
of the fiber. Love that. Oh.
Well,
You gotta
I
be
didn't have
kidding
time
me.
to switch this. I know, right? I'm really good. I've been practicing a lot. This is a segment of me cutting trees. Look at how good I am at cutting the trees. Oop, oop. I just animation
Hey,
canceled
hey.
10 times so quickly you couldn't even see it. This is my mines gameplay. This is me in the mines. Boom, 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 boom. I got that
The dragon
sword from a
tooth club.
I got that from
Yeah.
a crate if you go on day 6. So that's my gameplay. Now you might think it's weird because Habu streams with face cam. But how is he going to still stream with face cam if he's not even going to be there? Well, don't worry. I've got that figured out once I get past this slide. How could I replace Habu? People are going to notice. Well, I'm one step ahead of you.
What?
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Habu. I play the Stardew Valley. I love the blueberries. Today we're going to be doing some chain marriage presente. Welcome to the Sturgeon Squad. Enjoy the emotes. I thank you all so much. I love you all so much.
That was really good.
People won't even be able to tell the difference that he's gone. I've basically assumed his identity. The only thing we're going to have to explain is how Habu got a mustache.
Hello,
Shave it.
Oh, we don't need to watch it again.
And why
But
he sounds
why-
like Luigi?
That's what Habu sounds like, I'm pretty sure. But why do I want to become Habu? Well, because these are the type of comments that Habu gets. And this is a very nice comment. Congrats on the win. Love the whole tourney and
God.
hope this was the first of many cups.
Uh-oh.
And these are the types of comments that I get. I'm laughing so hard it's making, and then there is an absurd lady part there, cyst hurt. So I hope to try and get more of Haboo's comments in the future, and I think that would really help with my self-confidence.
Oh my god.
I'm not asking for a large salary. For the salary, I'm hoping for 3 bowls of chicken and a rice a day, or $80,000.
Like just in general or per day?
$80,000.
Okay, thanks.
In conclusion, I'm Haboo now. And see, I gave him a mustache.
Question.
Sure.
What is the salary that you want?
3 bowls of chicken and rice per day, or $80,000.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
What if you were like looking for a salary?
Sure.
What would you go for?
Probably 2 bowls of chicken and rice per day, or $60,000. But I think I'm going to do a really good job.
Now, I heard during your Haboo impression, you refer to the viewers as the Sturgeon Squad. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
When has Haboo ever said that? Maybe I'm just not big enough of a fan.
Well, if you're a big enough of a Haboo fan like me, you'd know that that's what he calls.
Does he
all of
actually
his
call them the
subscribers.
Sturgeon
Yes,
Squad?
he
I didn't
does.
know that.
Yes.
M says
He does.
yes.
Dang,
of
that's
course.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I
Oof.
know.
Oof.
Wow.
I don't. I'm the only one in
Just
this call who
further
doesn't
proof
simp
that I
Haboo.
should be the one to replace Haboo and not
Yeah, wow.
Z over there.
But Shawnee, who's gonna be SeanieDew?
I can do it.
Well-
I volunteer.
That's why I'm going to do
Therm-
a battle royale style contest, and whoever
I would kill
wins.
that. Oh my god, I would nail that. I'm already
Shawnee,
practicing.
Shawnee, we all know who would do it.
That's true.
Hold
That's
on.
true.
Hold on.
Hold
What are
on.
we holding for? Sorry, I had to look at something.
There you go.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
I am become SeanieDew.
There you go. Now we just need to find someone to be Matt McCleskey.
That was a great laugh. Shawnee, I'll have you know, I was gifted a sub to Haboo's chat 2 times.
Wow,
you
you
very
didn't even
much.
pay for your own sub.
Wow.
This
Hey, that's my thing.
this is my favorite comment in chat. I love you all so much. That does not sound like Haboo.
Aw, poor guy.
That is not what he sounds like.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys will consider it. I plan to pitch this to him next time I see him.
But then what would you get paid?
3 balls of chicken.
Are you not?
Or $80,000.
What would be your preferred though? What would you pick between the two?
Well, probably the 3 bowls of chicken and rice per day.
Okay. That could
But
be
we
arranged.
could do $80,000 if that's non-negotiable.
Over time, the 3 bowls of chicken and rice per day will be worth more because days don't end.
Exactly.
Not necessarily. Because I can't help but notice that poor naive SeanieDew has failed to specify the size of the bowls of chicken and
You
rice.
fool.
So
Oh,
expect
no.
3 thimbles of chicken and rice arriving in the mail
I was expecting
tomorrow
big
at
bowls.
8 a.m. sharp.
That's fine. It'd all be worth it to be the
What's
leader of the
8 a.m.?
surgeon squad. What's up, Blake?
What's 8 a.m.?
What's 8 a.m.?
This concept is foreign to
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Oh, that's
Wouldn't it
right.
be better if we were
Yeah.
all
Where's
using
the
the same
sun?
time?
It's
Where's the
Frog
sun?
30.
I'll
Got
send
it.
it to you. I'll send it to you when the sun is
All right, guys, I gotta
at,
go.
like, a
I'm like,
60-degree
I gotta go. I
also
gotta
have to
go now,
go.
unfortunately.
Wow,
So I
yes.
hope maybe after you sleep on it, you'll feel better about the time zones. But
Yeah,
Well,
doubtful.
No.
Will they ever wake up?
oh my
No.
god. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I
Excuse me.
stand by my case, guys. That was fun. I hope you had a good time preparing
A
those. That was
great
fun to
time.
watch.
I did.
I absolutely did.
It was a, it
All
was
right,
a
bye,
joy.
everybody.
Okay, bye. Oh, he's gone.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Hey, I'll see you guys soon. Oh, are you guys all playing Scribble.io on Wednesday?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, baby.
Of course, it was my idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I didn't have you show,
that's
but Matt
okay,
just
you
flexed
can-
on us.
You can run that. Takes the burden off me.
Oh no, I was just pulling trigger on when it was. You run it. That's fine. We'll talk about it.
Nope, you got it.
Oh no.
All you, mister.
All right, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday then. Thank you.
PC.
Bye.
Later.
See ya.
Dude, what a time to be alive, guys. I hope you had fun with the stream. That was a good one. It was enjoyable to me, even if no one agreed with my time zones idea. I had to get it off my chest, you know. Oh man, guys, thanks for joining me. Next stream is gonna be on Wednesday, 2 days from now. That is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Wish I didn't have to specify, but I do, unfortunately. So Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, we're gonna play Scribble.io with some more of those Stardew Valley guys, and then Thursday is our final stream on Twitch, and we're doing all sorts of fun community-based things, and so you'll want to be there for that. That's all I got for you guys this time, though. Thanks for hanging around for the particularly long stream, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace!